Alright, we need to jump right into this so we can start talking to people as quickly as possible. Starting off the two people just to the left of the door. Hey, that. Time for you to fess up, Daddy. Albert's just a childhood friend, I swear. Well, you sure seem to pay a lot of attention to someone who's just a childhood friend. That's because he's such a handful. I mean, he's like a little brother to me more than anything. And anyway, you can see it too, right? Albert's feelings for... Yeah, but let's be real for a second. Those two are never gonna happen. So ruthless. Anyway, I probably won't be at Armis when he gets rejected, so that means you're the only one left that could comfort him, Daddy. And I definitely will, but don't you think it's a little mean for us to be so blasé about it? Guys, I feel like you should be encouraging him right now. Of course I'll be rooting for you and Swin, too. You'll get him for sure, Nadia. Eddie, I love you. Sounds like they're getting pretty excited about something. Albert has feelings for someone? I wonder... Oh my god, Agnes. I received reports of a suspicious individual in the area. Escorting him to Operation Headquarters immediately. What you doing? I'm patrolling. Gotta keep the streets clear of creepy old men. Hey. He looks the part, right? Especially with that armband. He definitely does. Thanks for helping out with the festival management, Nadia. It's no big deal. I'm just jealous that you two get to go on a lovey-dovey date while I'm working. I want to go on a date with S. Oh, don't worry. I'll set something up for you guys later. A date? Or just taking a look around the festival? Oh, sounds like progress in my book. Well, anyway, goes with my policy to fraternize with civilians, so I'll be getting back to work. Catch you later. You got this, Agnes. That... I'll do my best. Okay, I know what I just said, but I'm super curious. Where you two went, please. I'll need it for the future. Let's get back to work already. I'm guessing that one triggers if you do Agnes's little bonus event. The connection event, that's what it's called. The Harvest Academy Festival is finally here. You know, I heard you and your team were acting as advisors this year. Want to give us a word or two on how preparations went? Nah, not really my style. I mean, yeah, we gave some advice here and there, but this was a student-led project at the end of the day. We're not the ones who should be in the spotlight. Yeah, I guess. You got a point. Still, it's too bad. I was hoping to get an interview with you for once. Well, no matter. I'll just have to ask the students about what working with you is like. You're like a treasure trove of material for me, you know. Especially with all the stuff you've gone through. But anyway, I'm glad everyone is able to get the festival set up. Those 3 days... Their beliefs are actions. I see now that news can be used to manipulate people's perceptions of the world. It's really made me aware of how much responsibility journalists hold, now more than ever. Well, sounds like you've done some maturing lately. Come to think of it, Mario still has her memories intact, doesn't she? Anyway, did that make me sound respectable or what? We should probably put that stuff aside for the moment, though. I mean, today's supposed to be about the festival. I'll make sure to get in interviews with everyone and anyone and everyone. We'll be rooting for you. There's all kinds of famous people here today. I should try to get some interviews with them too. Alright, time to head into the fray. I'm so excited to see what kind of performance he's in. No matter how much we asked at home, he'd never tell us. Why we had to come see for ourselves. I need to see the culmination of my son's hard work. I know he told us not to come, but as a parent, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, what a coincidence. Please, have a look around.
Doing rounds with you sounds exhausting. Well, the feelings are certainly mutual. Unfortunately, this is one of our expected duties as teachers. Why don't we start with the terminal room first? I see you're still a techno geek. Shouldn't we be going for efficiency here? I say we start with the music room. There's the audio file. Fine, let's just decide with rock, paper, scissors. Alright, simple game of statistics. I won't lose. This position's perfect. Now I can be on the lookout for all the cute girls that come to the festival. Not that I intend to favor guests, of course. school festival only happens once a year, so that means we need to do our best to give everyone a good experience.
Anything strike your fancy?
Festival Frankfurter. Extra large sausage.
Thanks for the grub.
Tasty.
Thanks.
Bam. Okay, checked out the festival booth, so now's as good a time as any to take on some 4 SPGs. Should I head out now? Yeah. Oh, look at that. The old timer's running off with a date. The bona fide sugar daddy now. Is that Aaron? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. What? Dude, shut up. Don't worry. We know what's really going on. You're heading out to take on some 4 SPGs, yes? It seemed like you had wanted to do that since this morning. Ooh, let us come with them. Wait, what do you mean by sugar daddy? Does that mean you're treating Anya to some sweets? No, it means Aaron's about to get smacked upside the head. Keep that up and you will get on my bad side. So please behave. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, let us come with them. Everyone. Are you kidding me right now? It's like everyone's crawling out of the woodwork to get in on this. Come on, guys. You should all be enjoying the festival fun. Actually, I could do with a little break from the festival atmosphere. It's a little hard to relax while I'm on campus. This is my last chance to help you out with some 4 SPGs, so I'm joining whether you want me or not. Well, I doubt this will be our last chance, but it ought to make for a nice change of pace. We can consider this a festive group outing. Maybe we could catch a movie while we're out. Ooh, I'd be down for that. Then we could do some hunting in the Martian Garden. Huh, looks like a couple of members of the church are here as well. Are they joining us too? Everyone's got way too much free time in their hands these days. Alright, fine. Guess having more hands can hurt. Let's go to Auburn Old Town and check out the bulletin boards. Yay. You can visit 2 movie theaters by selecting the Tyrell District or Tree Tower from the travel menu. You know how it is. Hey, just popping in with an update from Arctic Support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Martian Gardens, so check it out when you get a chance, Kay. There it is. Arkride Solutions, I know what we're gonna do today.
Oh my. How
First we have to talk to everybody. So this is the work of a new student, huh? It's amazing. This is pure art. No restrictions, no limitations. If only I could make a piece like that. Oh, if only I could be a comic book artist. I don't really have anything against my father's interest in classism. Just not what I want to do personally. If only I can make a piece like that. If only I can be a comic book artist. Blankov has new stuff. Wow, this thing's incredible. And you're saying Kasara designed it? Yeah, it really adds to the festival's atmosphere. Well, that's our Kasara for you. I knew she wasn't good at graffiti, but this is something else. I'm looking forward to seeing how far our mistakes her. I mean, it's not like you did anything to help her get in. Kasara did most of the hard work herself. Yeah, and I'm the one who did all her tutoring. Sorry. By the way, isn't Kasara supposed to be guiding guests around the festival today? I think so. I wonder if she's outside already. Let's go look for her. So who's manning the sauna? The loily. Well, this is certainly impressive. I should take a picture so I can show it to Chris. Well, I guess the mother
No
would.
need to be shy now.
What of everything? My favorite.
Come again. No need to be shy now.
Okay, so they're giving us extra stuff here. We want one of everything, right? Beautiful. We now have one of every single viable quartz.
Come again.
Perfect. Chris kept telling me I should go to the festival today. I've been curious about it for a while now, so he's in charge of the shop by himself today. The crowd's made me a bit nervous, but I'll try to enjoy myself for Chris's sake. Hey everyone, I see you all decided to come to the festival. Kasara's design is pretty cool, don't you think? Well, it's got nothing on the mural she did for our bathhouse. Anyway, let's go look at the other decorations. I wonder, did anybody's dialogue update in the school? Yes.
Oh, what a coincidence. Please, have a look around.
Mother of a lost child. I don't believe I've seen anyone like that on my rounds. Maybe we just missed her. Let's split up. Sounds like a 4SPG in the making. How many yellow blips in here? Oh, I just realized. I forgot to take off 4 times speed here. That's why it was going so fast. It was good for getting through the minigames nice and quick, but yeah. A little bit too unwieldy.
If you're the parent or guardian of Marie, please report to the festival office
Whimper.
on the 3rd floor of the main building.
Here, there, it's
Thank
going to
you.
be alright. I made the announcement so your mom will be here real soon, okay? Yeah, until she gets here, we're gonna play with you. Look, it's Marquis Bear. My name is Marquis Bear Mark II. Some days I get awfully lonely. So lonely, in fact, I could very well die any day. Oh no, Mr. Bear's gonna die? However, I might be saved that someone will just play with me. Okay, I'll play with you, Mr. Bear. At least until my mommy gets here. Oh, thank you, little one.
Basketball game.
I don't hate little kids like I do most people. They're so cute and innocent, like me. Yeah, gonna have to call doubt on the innocent part.
Why not give it a try?
Oh, Nadia's really good with kids. I never would have imagined. Yeah, we gotta accept that 4SPG first.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Oh my. How
There's so many NPCs, they have to load up another
Wanna
group
eat
of them.
something?
Fade in, fade out. You know, this is my first time setting up a stall here. It's nice to try something new every once in a while. I don't know what kind of customers I'll get. This should be interesting.
Hey, welcome.
Tempura soba.
Don't be a stranger.
Tempura soba is pretty good stuff.
Thanks for the grub.
If only Agnes had a offensive S-craft that dealt magic damage. I've never seen the Arms Academy Festival so lively before. It said that the students are meant to use these 3 days to show everyone in the capital their ingenuity. By the way, I heard you all had a hand in the festival preparations. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Actually, that's not all we did. We'll be performing in one of their shows later, too. Yeah, the kids put it together all on their own. I just gave them a few tips on how to bring out their charm. Look, I know it's the students that are meant to be in the spotlight, but I can't help it if I outshine them. Just make sure you don't overdo it, alright? Remember, you're only a guest. True, I'll limit myself to a shimmer instead of a sparkle then. Sounds like they're really enjoying themselves. We'd love it if you came, Shino. There are lots of interesting events this year. Yes, please come. If you have the time, of course. How could I say no? Just remember not to overwork yourselves in the meantime. Of course, I'll stop by again when I'm making my rounds. The Armis Academy Festival. Honestly, I can't help being curious about it. Considering it's held over 3 days, I should have enough time to check it out. I look forward to seeing what you guys prepared.
Hello.
And what did you prepare? Carpaccio.
Thank you.
Thanks for the grub.
Alright, everyone have their drinks, and let's give a toast. Here's to Gray's promotion to Senior Bracer. Cheers! Cheers! Thanks, everyone. I know I still got a lot to learn, but I'll do everything I can to live up to the title. Well said, Gray. Becoming a Senior Bracer in only 8 months is pretty incredible, you know? Maybe I should take a page from Gray's book and start over from the beginning. Alice, are you talking about... I only remember bits and pieces, but what Jin told us, was that really true? I mean, it's not like any of it would have been your fault, Albus. There's no point in letting something like that weigh you down, especially considering it never even happened. It's not what's bothering me. I've had something else holding me back. See, I've been feeling like I'm not worthy of being a B-rank for a while now. That doubt created a vulnerability. That's why you want to go off the train by yourself? How could you even think of doing such a thing? What am I supposed to do without you, Albus? I didn't mean anything by that, of course. Regina? What do you mean? Albus is as clueless as ever, huh? My deepest condolences, Regina. It's not. Stop looking at me like that, damn it. You know, I was wondering what the Braces were up to. Ah, youth. It looks like Regina's having a hard time with the news. Let's give her some space. Right. I mean, we're partners. I can't work without Albus. I get what you mean. When people leave, others have to pick up the slack. You should stick around at least until Regina becomes the B-rank, Albus. Right. I know this is all pretty sudden. Good. That should make things easier for me. So, why am I still feeling so frustrated? Looks like Regina's having a hard time with the news. Let's give her some space.
Well...
I've been to 2 guild branches in the past month to see if I was worthy of being a Senior Bracer. The requests they gave me were pretty difficult, but I was able to resolve them without issue. Honestly, I think I might be happier about that than actually becoming a Senior Bracer. Can you see me, Levy? I'm doing really well now. Someday, I'll be able to tell you about everything I've accomplished. Figured it might be nice to throw a little celebration for Gray while we were making our rounds. Really proud of him. Anyway, I know we still have some lingering issues to take care of, but the Edith branch should be safe for the time being. You go and have some fun, Elaine. I'll keep an eye on the area for you. Thank you, Elahad. Elaine, I was kind of hoping you didn't see that. Anyway, the problem I've been dealing with, decided I'm gonna face it head on. That's so. Well, I suppose that's a testament to your strength of character. Just make sure you take your time, alright? I have faith that you'll overcome this. I believe in you, Albus. You can do it. Elaine, I promise I'll do my best. Good for you. Must feel pretty good to get that off your chest, huh? Who asked you? What are you even doing with Elaine anyway? Damn Spriggan. I'll settle things with you once and for all someday, mark my words. He's always trying to pick a fight with Van. This problem of mine, I will overcome it. But anyway, we're gonna have to settle things once and for all someday, Van. Want to break out the RC cars again? Sounds good to me. These two can be so simple sometimes. Guess that's their way of getting along. They remember that little side quest. It's so nice to see everyone having fun. I can feel their joy by simply watching them all. But there are certainly a number of new stalls this year. You think so too, Madeline? Madeline thinks so too. The runners. Someone invited me to this festival the other day. I thought it had something to do with running. Well, whatever it is, it sure is lively. Make sure you don't get lost, right? Right. Can't believe I actually worked up the courage to invite Lottie out. My heart feels like it's about to explode. Well, at least he agreed to come. That means it's a date, right? At least dressing up was easy. I'm going to have as much fun as possible today.
Come on in and eat your fill.
Try Gordon's Tacos' new menu item, sirloin tacos, now with a 99% cost ratio. Don't miss out, they're selling like hotcakes. It's all people can talk about. Mark my words, Shino, we will get more sales than you today. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, they let me set up my stall here. We even have a special item today, our sirloin taco. It was a collaboration between me and Primo. It's got just the right amount of flavor and impact. The price may be a bit steep, but sometimes it's alright to splurge a bit, you know? Because the taco's got so many calories though, it might cause some indigestion. You gotta be careful not to eat too much.
My stuff can't be beat.
I mean, I already have it done apparently. Is it like a bug that the taco was added into his inventory early?
I'll be waiting for you. Spring already.
I assume you'll be taking the children to see the festival? Yes, I am. They insisted, and I just couldn't say no. So yeah, I'm super excited. I heard there's gonna be lots of people kissing there. I want to see. Goddess, give me strength. I don't think I quite understand. Well, anyway, they certainly seem excited for the trip. Make sure you're on your best behavior, okay? Right. As a sister, I need to make sure to do my best for the children today. I see you're awfully motivated for this. Well, I won't allow myself to be outdone. It might be nice to have a chance to see the festival as well. Oh, I'd even get to see all their reactions. What's up, you two? What are you two doing here? Thought you were just some random clergy members for a second. We have some business to take care of in the capital. Didn't think things would be so lively, though. Throwing some kind of festival or something? Can you fucking read? Whatever it is, it's huge. We're holding the Artemis Academy Festival at the moment. It's one of the capital's most famous events. Dan actually helped prepare some of our stage shows as well. He was gracious enough to be one of our advisors. How unexpected. I knew you were one of their alumni, but I think you'd be so willing to do something constructive for once. Are you sure you're a Spriggan? Shut it, would ya? My Spriggan image is still perfectly intact. Is that right? Then I guess we'll just have to see what you came up with. We'll stop by once we're finished with work, alright? I figured as much. Alright, there's something you should know. Rumors of Iscariot have been gathering in the capital recently. Not sure why, though. It's possible they're on the hunt for a criminal of some sort. Master Burgard did mention a few other things in his letter, by the way. Should pay attention to their movements in the future. Alright, thanks for the info. Suspicious. That's concerning. Well, at least Van seems to be getting along with Burgard's other students. Come to think of it, there's still some work left to do, but we're just as willing to help you with the Martian Garden as we were before. There are just a few things that have us a little hesitant about the place. We still got some work to finish up, but this festival's atmosphere is pretty nice. Not too fond of it being out of school for the rich and famous, though. So maybe we'll check it out when we have more time. How's it going, Giordano? The Artemis School Festival, where the youngins get to show off all their hard work. I look forward to it every year. Here's to the future, you know. There ain't no other event like it. Bringing people to the festival makes me feel like I'm doing my part for this country. The Arbor District is always lively this time of year. We'll take a look at some of the stalls later. They're not getting away. Artemis has really outdone themselves this year. Today's coverage is really going to be worth it, even for the Royal Guardsmen. But I heard the Tyrol Times is sending Marielle to cover the festival today. She's improved a lot lately. I won't let her win this time. We will have the better article. Oh, that's the, he's a reporter from Racian. Yeah. I remember him. Good news, Apollo. We're allowed to bring pets to the festival. Good dog. You sound so happy. Why don't we start heading over now? Oh, he got lost. Wait, what? Wasn't today supposed to be my first day of work? I didn't get the address mixed up, right? I got on the wrong bus again, didn't I? What am I gonna do? I can't believe I'm late on my first day. After I finally found a company that would take me. That should be a 4 SPG.
Very well. Here goes.
Man's gone through so much crap. He deserves to get his job. Kageyoshi's a real expert at sniffing out a crime. That's why I asked his owner if I could borrow him for a little while. But after we equipped the area, we still came up empty-handed. I'm not sure if this is a testament to the limits of Kageyoshi's ability or what. Maybe crime took the day off? Well, no matter. My interest in true crime will endure. I'll just have to come back another day. Oh, well, taking Kageyoshi around was pretty fun in itself. But I think all that walking wiped us out. We should probably get some rest. I'll have to ask to borrow Kageyoshi again another day. We'll redeem ourselves next time with my special Kageyoshi criminal radar.
And after that, I went over and gave him a piece of my mind.
Let's leave it for now, Kageyoshi. I think it's time we called it a day anyway. Must be tired after all that walking we did.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
I figured I'd stop to buy myself some sweets today, but the whole city seems to be in a flurry. What's with that big group over there, by the way? Are they celebrating something special? Well, you see, Artemis Academy is holding their school festival today. That's right. Why don't you go check it out if you're interested? You'll put some of it together, you know? I see. Artemis School Festival. I believe I attended one in the past, back when I was much younger. The company I was working with at the time was holding a meeting there. Now here I am again, unemployed. Well, I suppose I never really had the time to experience any of it. Perhaps I'll go and take a look. That's great. We'll see you there. I came here to distract myself with some cake, but I suppose a school festival should work just as well. That being said, I'm worried it will bring back memories of my youth, when I was overflowing with ambition. Oh, I shouldn't let this chance pass me by. I'll be sure to stop by later. I heard about what happened with the contest. I can only imagine how busy Holland is. I don't want him to overwork himself, of course, but I was really hoping to taste that seasonal cake of his. Oh, is there no cake? Well, today's the day. I was hoping he would have seen the request by now. Sounds like they're busy. I think I heard him say something about a request. Do you think? Probably. Let's check out the bulletin board.
What would you like?
Soul Chef. Bread. We can make bread.
Come again.
Let's see what we got.
Edith Sweets Contest. Plans have been laid to hold the Edith Sweets Contest at Artemis Academy Festival, but unfortunately all the patissiers who were scheduled to participate are no-shows. Would you be willing to gather up replacements? I'll be waiting at Andalusia in the Auber District. Another cooking contest. Semi-required for SPG. When you clear the required number for it, semi-ones the main story advances. I'm sorry, what now? Usually it notifies us when those are done. So I guess we'll wait to do the 4 SPGs for last. Although we usually do that anyway, but we're not going to go out of our way for now. His Highness and the Princess are on their way to the Artemis Academy Festival at the moment. As I'm sure you're aware, their schedules tend to be pretty busy. However, they should have a chance to stretch their legs a bit today. The Artemis students always put so much work into their festivals. It's quite impressive. The Auber District is as busy as it was on the day of the Revolution Festival. The students deserve high praise. Here's the Merchant Garden entrance if we want to do that now.
Let us pray.
We're planning on holding a mass today in conjunction with the Artemis Academy Festival. The cathedral's seeing more visitors than usual after all. A bit more busy than we're accustomed to, but I'm glad it's so lively. I see Mother Celis and Father Leon from the Congregation for the Sacraments are here again. Bishop Oral seems to be handling it, however, so I suppose there's no need for me to intervene. Still, as someone in the Congregation for Divine Worship, I can't help being a tad concerned. No one on the upper level. Roderick and the others have headed on to the after party already. They wanted me to join them, but I figured the youngsters should at least get some time to themselves, you know? That being said, it was a good wedding. What a novel wedding. The surprise was quite remarkable as well. I'm sure it's got Roderick's parents smiling down at him. Thanks again, Miss A-Ring. You too, Spriggan. It was no problem. Yes, I'm just glad the ceremony was completed without incident. Interesting how the support events actually have out-of-world dialogue stuff related to it. That was quite the surprise. Can't say it was completely unexpected. At any rate, I'm glad the ceremony finished without issue. I would have hated to see such a gorgeous atmosphere ruined. Now Taylor and his wife can be at peace under the goddess. Yeah, my thanks, Miss Elaine, Van Ark cried. I was wondering if you'd have whatever his original dialogue was. Unfortunately, we missed it. A wedding and a school festival. Today's gonna be magnificent. May both the couple and the students be blessed with happiness. Well, that is everybody in this area. Perfect. Hop into the garden. Loading aisles, final phase. Ominous. Well, shall we? It's all slay monsters. Also, our party's order is messed up. Don't change my party. I know exactly how I like it. There we go.
Commencing investigation.
Slay a large-sized monster. I guess we don't really have to care about all this stuff anymore, do we? Also, the entire map isn't discovered. We have someone with, like,
Adjustment
quartz
complete.
thing for it. Let's see. All enemies will be displayed. I don't see a thing for showing the whole map. Maybe this is a special case for this location.
I suggest
Well, we still need to beat up all the enemies.
victories in reach. Oh my. Quite the reception. Commencing battle. Look at slain enemy stats. Use a sharp
Fortune teller.
upper hand. Activate boost gauge limiter unlocked. Careful. It's above an A-level
You
threat.
picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You snooze, you lose.
Soaring Colossus.
Use a sharp
He's a big boy.
boost gauge limiter unlocked. You're open.
Reset! Engaging skill. Have some more. Engaging skill.
Okie dokie.
That's how it
Are
goes.
you okay, buddy? Stuck under the map. He didn't even get involved in the fight.
Take this.
Look out, slain enemy stats.
Manticore. Simple. Straight to the point.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Gotta find the...
Powered
You gotta find the 5 different enemies. I think this makes 4.
Time to close in.
Take this!
Let's wrap this up fast.
Take this!
Six. Activate sharks.
The Ludo Fiend.
From us. Give them your new stage limiter unlocked. Activating skill.
Sucker!
There. Activating skill.
I think I've grown a little.
Stats upgraded. Ooh, a treasure chest.
Oh. Aw.
A treasure chest.
Hmm.
Looks like a chest.
There's our last enemy. I was wondering where number 5 is.
Victory's in reach.
Another big guy.
Look out! Activating.
Nope.
Stage limiter unlocked.
Checking enemy stats.
Demon Lord.
Initiating skill.
Ban.
Here goes.
Activating.
They're down. Hit him fast, Barry.
Your turn. Reset.
Up to you.
You got the death blow.
Battle complete.
Nice.
We did exemplary work. You fought great, Reset.
Demon Lords actually gave a decent amount of EXP.
Treasure located.
Here, let's get a big crowd in here. Come on, everybody. Party.
Take this.
Demon, you're included.
We need to pull it together and fight. There are so many of them. Look out! Use a shark to get the upper hand.
Here goes.
Give them your all.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Here's my chance.
Now's a great time. for
Set
a
stuck.
strong
Up to you.
Our chance. Mr. Deletion.
Chance.
Alright, deal some damage. Not as much as I thought.
Fast, Barry. Chance.
Activate now.
I won't lose. Yeah.
Here's some extra.
Deploying shield.
You won't get away with that.
Pass more.
There. Here's my chance.
Engaging skill.
Boost gauge fully
Moving on.
replenished. I'm powered up.
I think I've grown a little.
Level
Stats
65.
upgraded.
So nice.
Careful. That's above an A-level threat. Oh,
All of
my.
you. Come on.
Quite the reception.
Party time. Come on. That includes you, Demon Lord.
Engaging enemy.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Sit. Activate sharks.
Look out!
Chance.
Use a shark to get the upper. Give them your all.
Here goes.
Activate.
They're down. We're in done!
Boost
Here
gauge
goes.
limiter unlocked. Activate.
Hit him fast, Barry!
Yeah, yeah.
There!
Catra.
Pretty good combo.
Flinched.
Reset!
Engaging skill.
Perfect.
Activating skill.
There!
Activating skill.
This is it!
Praise Arusha and the flames.
You did perfect, Barry.
Disarm devices.
New area located. Commencing exploration.
Oh, it's using all the fields.
Eat this!
Be careful. That thing looks mean. I suggest physical attacks for now.
I did not see if there were any new enemies,
Shot, yeah.
and I see 2 right over there. It'll be easy enough to get that one over there.
This is shot, yeah.
So where's the exit?
Nice. We're making progress.
Oh, it's right there. Cool.
Beginning combat. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Down! Take this! You're down!
Oh, we got
Use a
an extra guy here.
upper hand.
Here goes!
Give them your boost gauge limiter.
Now we
unlocked.
don't.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Take this!
Now let's do the first move.
I was wondering where the second one was.
Flame
I should have napped.
Give them your boost gauge limiter. Unlocked.
Ben!
Not open for
It's
freeze,
go
but
time.
sure.
Give them your all.
Hit him fast, Barry! Sucker!
Here's my chance. Engaging skill.
Have some more!
That went better than
Got all the enemies.
Always got it
Next
down.
stage. Got a question mark here.
Looks like it keeps
Slay
going from here.
small-sized monsters. Where's the new one?
I suggest physical attacks for now.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
Engaging enemy!
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Got you down! Let's finish the job!
Look out! Give them your boost gauge limiter unlocked. Give them your all.
Nice! That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets
Watch
for
it.
you, Mr.
Found the new
Arkwright?
That
enemies.
one's big.
These guys are so weak, they'll just die before
Displaying enemy stats.
I actually get into the fight.
Not getting away. Blast off! We're done!
Activate.
Let's see if we can get Silent Slasher in here.
Engaging.
No.
Activate. No.
No death blows today.
Hit him fast, Barry! Sucker!
Catra.
Deploying shield.
I won't lose!
Initiating skill.
Have some more! Ben!
Give them your all. Chance. Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
I need help.
Here's my chance. Engaging skill.
Here's a little more!
Mr. Arkwright, you're open.
Go!
Initiating skill.
Now.
These figures look excellent.
Keep up the good work, Catra.
Looks
Got a
like
few
the
small
gang's all
guys.
here.
Engaging enemy.
Show them what you're capable of. There are so many of them. Look out. Give them your boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Perfect. And we can rush right to the next stage.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, Van.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
This way's not gonna do it. Ooh, upgrade item.
Looks like it keeps going from here.
Resistant to arts. Physical attacks are more effective.
Ooh, I see two big enemies.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Domestic battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Boost gauge truly replenished. There are so many of them. Look out! Use a shot. Activating freedom.
Chance.
Activating. Boost gauge
Here
limiter
goes.
unlocked. Get out your all.
Hit him fast, Barry. Have some more.
Capra.
Initiating skill.
Have some more.
Reset.
Engaging
Oh.
skill.
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
I did not see that the other one already died. Boring.
Praise Arusha and the flames. Shall I fetch a cold drink, Miss Alfayed? Resistant to art. Physical attacks are more effective.
See, what does it look like now? We want to get Van's craft points up a little bit higher if we can.
Engaging enemy.
Don't forget about your charge attack. Wait for you to focus.
Dang it.
Perfect chance. Activating skill. Now. Reset.
Have some more.
I won't lose.
Flames protect us. Maybe proceed.
Who has an
with caution.
impede? You have an
Rest is
impede.
up to you.
Very well.
I don't want any shenanigans. Dang it, we got shenanigans. Oh,
Pay for that.
nothing bad happened,
Give it your all.
at the very least.
Perfect chance. Activating skill. Activating skill. You're finished. Praise Arusha.
Gotta heal up.
The flames.
You were a great.
Bro, boss fight time.
Deploying shards.
Four-headed demon serpent, Volgadak.
We've got this trial in the bag.
He has 400,000 HP. That's quite a bit.
Time to go
Anyway,
all out.
we abuse the crap out of the Grendel.
For a new look.
Get going, Dan.
Time to pump it up.
Time to go all out.
Do I not have enough for... Oh, I don't have enough. I only have 115. Oh well. I'll get enough eventually. It undid my boost.
Now's a great time for a
Trench.
shot.
Chaos breath.
Our chance. Theo.
You won't get away with this.
Freeze.
Flames.
You got it.
Give us strength. I've got you covered.
Time to pump it up.
Take this. Boost gauge limiter, not so fast.
I'll cancel. Ooh.
Here's my chance.
Displaying details.
Perfect chance.
Yeah. No. Oh, we do have an impede. We.
Make it count.
I suggest we
Take
swim it.
this!
Bashing shield.
Demonic Volt Tackle. This thing's a big ass Pikachu, apparently.
That's
Locked.
far enough. The rest is up
I'll
to you.
take it from here. Grant some life! Innocent
Thank
hail!
you.
Berry!
Oh, it undid his buffs as well.
Keep it
Gotta
up,
love
it's
that.
working. Reset! You won't get away with this!
Chance. It's go time. Here we go, man.
We'll take that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan! Take that! A chance!
Yeah, we're fine.
Time to go all out! It's up to you now!
I've got this.
May we proceed with caution?
Left. Reset.
Let's see. You
Make it count.
can't see how much this will do, sadly.
Time to go all out!
Oh no, here we are. Get to 93, which is not enough.
Make it count.
I think we're better off recasting Colocurn like usual. Making sure our defense is
You
as
won't get away with
insane as possible.
Catra!
Oh, this is perfect timing.
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
Huh, yeah, it wins.
We'll take that!
Time to pump it up.
Time to go all out!
Couldn't remember if we had a one that just is a straight damage increase.
Make it count.
Oh, this triggers an EX chain?
I
Sweet.
suggest we strike now.
I'll let you hand!
Ooh,
Right!
that was 100k damage.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Yeah, this poor fool did not stand a chance.
Engaging skill. Boost gauge
over here.
upgraded.
That's how it goes.
I'm stronger than ever!
I leveled up.
Garden Hero defeated the 9th floor boss of the
Looks
Martian
good
Garden.
to me.
15 SP and 300 Marduk points as a reward. So what now?
Welcome to Marduk's support.
Cannot be enhanced
Charging
further.
now and there.
What do we do with these Marduk points?
We've got the good stuff.
Dan's racing suit. Oh, the one that he wore while he was in the race. So it's like the green outfit. Ruga Priestess Guard. Marduk Battle Maid suit. Image cover. Decorated with a special illustration. Eh.
Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff.
Let's see. We cannot get Grendel stones here. Or can we? No, we can't.
Thanks a bundle.
So we can get,
We've got the good stuff.
judging by this, half of 58, so that would be 29 stones for somebody if we wanted.
Thanks a
We
bundle.
really wanted to go the extra mile.
We've got the good stuff.
Didn't we get those weapons already? Oh, we got those weapons already for them. The answer is no, we didn't. Well, we gotta get it. They deserve the best. After all, they're part of our team. Cell jacket. Seems kind of garbage.
Thanks a bundle. We've got the good stuff.
Oh, you're selling healthy liquor. Sure, I'll buy some so we have it. Nice of them to sell it there. Crew macho belt. I deserve it.
Thanks a
Who has the
bundle.
macho belt equipped?
I'm rooting for ya.
How do we just unequip it? Let's equip something else. That'll work.
Want a place to chill? Then look no further. We've got the good stuff.
Crew macho belt. Fine. 30 craft points per turn. Even get some duplicates of our good items here.
Thanks a
we want.
bundle. Come back anytime.
Out of curiosity, let's check out the cube.
Looks like you've gathered some tokens, huh? Anything you want?
Okay, so I was right to use it. We can't earn the third tier of ports. It's all just RNG stuff. Horrible loot boxes.
Let's go!
Well, I think we're good.
Wow.
I got scared for a second. Defeated all monsters on floor 9. Oracle. Increase arch range by 2. We already have one of those. Oh crap. Hollow cores. We're still missing some?
Commencing maintenance.
Which ones are we missing?
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Why is his level 5?
Shifting
Why is
to
that listed
maintenance
as
mode.
full bar not being there? Okay, which ones aren't maxed out? 2 that we do not own. Sketchy. Where would we get those?
Planner launched.
I should offer up another.
Also, the game forgot we're supposed to have our full party.
Off we go.
There they are. Yeah, we can't go outside. It's scary outside.
Welcome to the
My mama said she was
Treon
going to
Mall.
the bathroom, but I
Here
think
you'll
she
find
ran
Treon
away.
Tower, one of
What does she
the
have against seeing
many
Sharkburno?
landmarks.
She just not like shark movies?
You'll
Why though?
also
The
find
pioneers of our
Fern Store,
they're the pioneers of our
movie theater,
generation.
boutiques,
Really
and other
taking
various
cinema
shops
where it's
to
never gone
peruse.
before. Sharkburno's taught me that
Visit
shark
the new
movies have the
Liberal
power to break
Boutique,
every
which just
stereotype under
opened
the
this
sun.
year. To sample
Shark
a
attacks
range
only
of
happen in the
imported goods
ocean,
from
right?
Liberal
But by
Kingdom.
flipping that idea on its head, Sharkburno shows they can come in any form. Sharks that
We have
soar through the
everything
sky,
from the latest
sharks that
CCF
shoot
products
lightning,
to
sharks that cast
expensive
magic.
wines,
The possibilities are
even
literally
assorted
endless.
tomatoes. Please check it out.
Did one of the developers just watch Sharknado and have a hell of a time? I guess Artemis Academy's got a festival going on or something. It sounds like fun and all, but I kinda had my heart set on watching a few flicks today. I'm about to be on my 10th viewing of 3 Point Heat and The Adventures of Rockford, so it's a pretty big deal. So,
Welcome
what
to
are
the
you two doing
Treon
here?
Mall. Here you'll find
Oh,
Treon
it's you.
Tower, one of Eden's
Well hey,
major
fancy run
landmarks.
to you alright when our movie finished up. You don't
You'll
say.
also find the
Wait a
Fern
sec,
Store,
by
a
we
movie
you
theater,
mean the two of you?
boutiques, and other various
Correct.
shops to
I
peruse.
promised I would take her here sometime, but given how busy we've been, scheduling this outing
We
proved to
hope
be a
you'll
challenge.
have a fabulous time here.
You say that again. You had to put it on the back burner because of that whole Martian Garden fiasco. Then, Kasim took on that case 3 weeks ago, which turned into a whole crisis management whirlwind. But today was nice and mellow enough for him to finally make good on his promise. And now we're headed to the festival. I never realized you two were so close. Well, it sounds like your break was well deserved. Guess we'll be seeing you two at the festival then.
Welcome to the
Of course.
Treon Mall.
The movie was nice, sure, but I've been counting the days until the festival for ages now. Catch y'all there? Right, we'll be waiting for you. So, do you think the two of them are an item? Hard to say. Mr. Strongest Ever sure knows how to get around. Not that I'm on the dock.
By the Vern store if you want to check out the
You appear to have
hottest new
something on the tip of
commodity,
your
the
tongue.
T-phone.
I have my suspicions as to what. But setting that aside for now, Mirabelle
It's a
informed me of the
cutting-edge
Martian
piece of
Garden
mobile
situation.
technology that's lighting
Though it
towers
falls
on
outside the scope of
fire.
my duties,
You won't
I am
wanna miss
confident
it.
the rest of you are capable of handling it yourselves. I mean, we already did. Unless there's more. The movie was nice, sure, but this fun train's ready to chug on over to the festival. Y'all are probably swamped right now, so we'll catch up with you there, okay? That reminds me. Check out whatever costumes we've earned. His regular outfit is significantly better. Yeah, the green, the Leno car. She got like a battle maid outfit, whatever that means, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting choice. Loungewear. Why is this called monk attire? And she got the priestess outfit, right? Okay, we saw this once in the cutscene. Anybody else get anything interesting? Old Calvard Kingdom dress. Oh, okay. Ah yes, clever design. The colors draw your eyes right to the boobs. Hit girl attire. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the super baggy sweatshirt. The lightweight outfit looks better. But I'll leave it as default, because I kind of like leaving things as default. Where is he? Ah. The golden blood suit. Ah, yes. Skin tight latex. It's a fetish. Okay. So, who do we bring to the movie to... Let's see, so we could invite Elaine and anybody else.
Step right.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find
Fucking
Treon
love
Tower,
Shark
one
Burnout.
of Edith's major landmarks.
And invite her to that, though.
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
And we'll skip it, as usual. You've already seen all the movies. Hopefully you didn't double up again. 100 Days of War was 17 years ago now, right? I'd have still been in diapers at that point. Didn't know jack about the war before today, but I was able to follow the story well enough. Well, it is historical fiction, so I'm sure they embellish some things to make it easier to digest. They have to take license to give the audience an impression of what happened, rather than just explaining it all. Makes sense. It's not like we're reading a novel, after all. There's nothing worse than having to sit through a long-ass narration. In my book, it's always better to show instead of tell. Colonel Cassius. Actually, he's a general now, is he not? Though I still can't help but think of him as one of my seniors in the guild. He was the commander of the Berlin Royal Army, and one of the few bracers to reach S rank. Curious, have you met him? Not yet, unfortunately. Even though he retired after the 100 Days War and took up the Bracer Gauntlet, he rejoined the military around 7 years ago. I hope I can meet him someday. There's much I can learn from him. Alright. I'm guessing we can only see one movie at each cinema. Today's weather's perfect weather for watching a movie. Are you interested in seeing anything in particular? Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself.
Indeed.
Step
The showing
right.
on screen 2 will soon begin.
So we could just... Yeah, let's go to the other one and watch one of the movies there.
Please silence
Ye-
your...
Let's roll, gang.
Talk to everybody, of course. Sorry for dragging you along with me. Watching a movie with your sister isn't so bad once in a while, though, is it?
Thank you for your visit.
I guess
today.
not. This isn't the sort of place I come to unless people invite me, so
The
it's a
showing on
nice
screen
change of
1 will
pace.
soon begin.
I gotta run soon, but we can stop by and see Uncle Charles, or... Can we stop by and see Uncle Charles or in the area? Sure, why not? Uncle Charles. You don't suppose they mean the owner of Macmillan Cafe? These two do have the same last name. Never realized they were actually related, though. I feel kinda guilty running off to enjoy a movie after everything I did. Though keeping my emotions in check is part of my job. Maybe Kayla made the right call here. Don't tell me he remembers. Forget it, I'll just let this one go.
Alrighty.
We have merchandise for the
Oh,
movie
are you here to watch a movie as well? If you're having trouble deciding, Cody and I rather enjoyed the saga of Ravana just now.
To remember your
Huh.
visit.
Didn't see that one coming. I'd have pegged you as Robin the Lady Justice kind of gal. You wouldn't be wrong, necessarily. But today I felt like decompressing with something more action-packed, that's all.
Indeed.
Thank you for your visit today.
The only thing that stands out to me amidst the current
Showing
film
on
lineup is
screen 2
3-point
will
heat.
soon begin.
It's a Kowloon picture production, plus that domestic
If you
drama
have a
angle
ticket,
makes
please
for a
proceed to
promising
the entrance.
combination. There's only one issue. It isn't playing at Esprit. Why not? It's exactly the sort of production that belongs here. So be it. I already committed myself to this theater. I'll be damned before I flip-flop to that Orville multiplex.
Reclaim what was rightfully ours. The saga
3-point Heat will be playing in Esprit one of these days. As far as I can tell, they'll put off showing a movie until it's no longer available at the Treon Mall. That's beside the point. I've long since decided to make this my theater of choice. There'll be a cold day in Gehenna before I flip-flop on that.
Why not
I'll just
buy
have to
a
wait
souvenir
until
to
they
remember
screen
your
it here.
visit? They all look pretty good.
My goodness, is it truly April already? How the time flies. Everything the film industry experienced last year has blessed us with a truly diverse lineup of films to show for it.
Thank you for your visit today.
Show for it. The releases we've seen in these past 3 months alone attest to that.
The showing on screen
How
1
the
will
world of
soon
cinema
begin.
continues to enthrall us going forward. I'm only too eager to find out.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Oh hey, it's Paula and the Champ. I guess I did say they were planning to hit the movie theater today. Wow, now that was intense. What did you think, Paulette? No doubt it's your I doubt it's your usual genre of choice. You're right. Yume's still too young to bring along for something like the Saga of Ravana. Still, it was definitely a novel experience. Thank you for inviting me. I'm just glad you didn't hate it. You raised a good point, though. Maybe next time we can take Yume to watch a kids movie together. She'd love that, I'm sure. I know she's really warmed up to you lately. I'm honored to hear it. By the way, Paulette, it's still too early to tell her the truth. About you and me, I mean. I've been pondering that myself, actually. After seeing how much you've grown, I figured it might be alright to come clean to Yume. Paulette, that being said, I don't think this is our choice alone to make. My dad has been under no end of stress since the day I left you. Plus, I'm still not convinced that knowing the whole story is what's really what's best for Yume. Don't worry, I get it. Didn't mean to jump the gun there. Besides, the old father-in-law doesn't exactly approve of me yet. I'll get back to the drawing board and figure out how to make things right. Maxim, yes, Paulette appears to be taking things positively, if only just. It's not an easy problem to mend. Looks like they're doing a decent job of it, though. Kinda ticks me off, actually. I miss when he was just a 2-bit sleaze bag on 4 wheels. Can't say this sits well with me, but we'll just have to hang back and see what they make of it.
Alrighty.
Oh hey, didn't realize you guys were here. Random question, you didn't catch what we were talking about right now, did you? Actually, forget I asked. Wouldn't be right to lean on your advice for this. I gotta figure out how to make things work with Paulette, Yume, and Victor myself. We'll be rooting for you from the shadows, champ. Oh, hello everybody. Maxim and I just finished watching a movie. We were about to make our way over to the school festival. Yume must be having the time of her life right now. I'll have to ask her all about it once we meet up. Anybody on the upper level? No. Not to parrot Mr. Hendrick, but these past several months have really come and gone in the blink of an eye. There's been talk here and there about this year's upcoming productions, such as the collaboration between Vegas Films and Kowloon Pictures. But personally speaking, I think it would be nice to look back on the works 1208 has given us. Why not take this chance to rewatch one of them with somebody you haven't seen it with before?
Welcome.
What do we got so far? Let's see if we can bring Swin and Nadia to something.
Welcome.
Bring Nadia to that one.
Thank you for your visit today.
And bring Swin to that one.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
And bring Nadia to that one. For whatever reason, you can't bring Swin and Nadia to the same
If you have a
movie.
ticket, please proceed.
Alright, we'll drag on Nadia. I'm sure she'll have some fun opinions. So we need... We'll drag Aaron to a movie. This one could be fun. Still gonna skip it though. So we've got a father who covers his son's ass and a bratty kid who abuses his father's position. Yeah, but doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. Family can be a real pain in the dick sometimes. Hey, not all kids take after the rotten parts of their parents. Though I'm not really one to talk on that. Don't say. He told me before he didn't have a dad growing up. Something about his reaction tells me otherwise. Won't press him on it right now, though. The way Judith delivers those lines was totes awesome. I hope I look that stylish and cool in this suit when I grow up. You? In this suit? Oh man, that's a weird image. Wow, rude. And again, I bet you Mirror to Milkshake's S would say the same thing. This is a serious problem. If you need help on that front, why not consult Judith and Rosette? They got some flashy outfits, so maybe they could give you some pointers. Hey, that's not a bad idea. You must be used to giving young ladies advice like this, huh? No. Well, those are our 2 movie showings. Head to Old Town.
Off we go.
Talk to everybody here. Ooh. What's up with that? Oh, it's you lot. Figured you would have left by now. Errands Academy Festival is the event of the season, you know? So make sure you take the time to enjoy yourselves. I think of it, that Armus Gainsbourg guy was a bit of an oddball, don't you think? But they say he understood Sheena like no other. I believe that educating the youth was of vital importance to the success of the democratic revolution. Thought that to the end, too. Alright. Gonna go now? Learn to listen to your elders, you snot-nosed brat. Whatever. Anyway, guys seen any movies lately? Oh, where'd that come from? Back in my younger days, I was at the theater practically every night. But it's been a while since I last went. Would you like us to recommend a movie for you? Yeah, right. Like I'd be interested in what you Rugrats call a good movie. What I want are the brochures and lots of them. If you got any, hand them over, would ya? Maybe I'll even give you some for the effort. Brochures, huh? Okay, sure. Guess I can give you some. Yeah, and if it gets you going to the movies, I'd be more than happy to. Well, I'm not gonna force you to hand them over or nothing. Just keep it in mind, alright? Well, of course we're gonna give them to you, friend. Here, this enough? Benito handed Gin 9 film brochures. Looks like a pretty good selection to me. What do I want to see? I can always decide later. Anyway, thanks for your hard work. Why don't you take this as compensation? Ooh, a rock. Wait, I've seen this before. It's some sort of crystal, right? Onyx steel. These make all kinds of powerful weapons. Mr. Gisgood taught me how to process it, actually. If you want, I should be able to turn it into something useful. Nice. Lock in. It's nothing more than some scrap I found on the street. Honestly, I'm just grateful you took it off my hands. It may now be crafted at various factories.
More candy? Again?
Rainbow Candy and Tyrell Times Issue 6. Bought. Completely filled the book section in the notebook. Perhaps the archives are complete. Nice.
Stay out of trouble now.
Sure, some strange guests at Montmar these days. A few faces I haven't seen in a while, too. Maybe I'll stop on in later. What did we earn? All papers? Cool. Rainbow Candy.
Love me a sugar rush.
We did get a new recipe. That is a treasure chest. Why is there a treasure chest here? Fuck is this?
The flowers are so beautiful. I love this season.
I'm guessing we'll be able to open this up somehow. Oh, a lot of shard thingies. Maybe it's one of the side quests. How the kid is doing? Mew Mew. Mew Mew. Looks like the cats have mellowed out a bit. Oh, you're right. I wonder what happened to them, though. We should leave them be for now. I'm sure they need their rest. Yeah, if you'll excuse us, fair kitties. Don't worry, we won't get in your way. And you got these other kitties. Oh, hey, Jin. Hey, Kilika. This is rather unusual, or maybe not. Well, it's been a while since we last had a meal together. We're just having a review of everything that happened. Like that almost coup. I mean, there's only like a handful of people that remember, right? Don't you think you should just forget about it? I'm afraid we can't do that. We must ensure that nothing of this nature happens in our organizations again. I suppose we owe President Gramhart a favor now. Make that all be so easy to return. Sounds like we've got a lot of work on our hands. You know, I've always refused to offer to advance to S rank because I've never been able to fully commit myself. I allowed myself to ignore my responsibilities simply because I thought they were beyond me. Now, weakness was exactly what the Garden Master needed. I feel as though I need to retrain myself. No way I can settle things with Walter like this. Jin, to be fair, I don't think there was any way to prepare for it all. But I know neither of you are the type to be satisfied with words alone. Well, I guess make the most of your review, alright? Let me count on you in the future. By the way, we received word from the Empire's branch. They said they should be here by evening. Good. It's been a while. I look forward to seeing her again. Oh, Fee. Have preparations been made, Kincaid? Given the events of last month, I believe our plan should be sufficient. What are they talking about? Actually, maybe it's better if I don't know. Get dragged into it on friggin' work. Grammy, what are you doing here? It's been a while since I've had Victor's food, so I figured why not drop by. Is this where you've been staying nowadays, Judith? Can't eat such delicacies every day. Sounds like someone's getting a bit uppity. No? Well, that's not. And Victor, any thoughts on what we talked about last time? Flattered that you think so highly of me, but... Oh? What are you two scheming about? Stop sticking your nose in everything. You see, I've got an acquaintance that's the owner of a high-class restaurant. He wanted me to ask Victor if he'd be willing to come work for him. So I did. That sounds like the opportunity of a lifetime. Would you be making bank? I can't just leave Montmar. And I have to think of Paulette and Yume as well. I'll be quite sad if this place disappeared. Yeah, where else would I get my food? Well, here's my suggestion, Victor. Instead of working there full-time, you go as a consultant once a month. And in addition, I'm sure you can even have some of their chefs come over to help you out at Montmar. How does that sound? I think I can do that. Great. Good talking business with you. You should be showing off your cooking to the whole world. Can't keep it locked up in Montmar forever, you know? Oh, I can't believe she got him to agree. I suppose it's to be expected of someone with such skill. Oh, I'd hate for Montmar to shut down. I mean, even my famous friends love to eat here, like President Rocksmith and the Roaring Lion. Hold on a sec. Tell me you not only know the former President of the Republic, but my master too? How did you even meet all these people? I'm pretty sure that comment fools with Paulette right now. Still worried about Maxim? He seems really intent on making an effort lately. Yeah, that's why I've been giving him a chance. But mark my words, if he makes either Paulette or Yume cry, I'll send him into orbit with the other comets. Well, if it comes to that, you'll have my full cooperation. Just so you know, Yume's happily playing with the other kids. There are a number of adults there too, so you don't need to worry. Interesting party. Well, if it isn't banned. I heard the festival's been a great success so far. Huh, this sure ain't a group you see every day. I mean, I knew you guys were all familiar, but that's not so strange. We actually help each other out with all kinds of things, above and below ground. And sometimes we'll even go drinking after. Nice to see you, Van. By the way, you haven't been involved in any scuffles lately, have you? No wounds or lacerations? The hunt for Desire members seems to be winding down lately, which means the underworld's seeing less movement by the day. And where there's fewer fights, there's fewer patients. Seriously, my income's starting to take a hit. Well, I think a little more peace around here could do us some good. My information network's been slowing down as well. I suppose there's just not much to talk about these days. However, I did happen to hear that a certain someone will be getting busy soon. Isn't that right, Hermes? Yeah, my real job's got something big coming up. And I've had to spend a hell of a lot of time preparing for it. My, sounds like you have a story to tell. Care to elaborate? Yeah, no kidding. You can't just say something like that and expect us not to be curious. Can't I? Let's have a little drinking contest then. If you beat me, I'll tell you all the details. Awfully confident, aren't we? Alright, I'm in. Should be nice to let loose for once. She's got no intention of telling them, does she? Real job, huh? Can't say I'm not interested, but I guess I'll leave it be for now. Alright, we made plans for the head of the festival later, but we're already a few drinks in. Well, it should be fine. As long as we make it to the show, I'll be more than satisfied. Where you find the time for these things is beyond me. I won't be going personally, but I'll probably get Hermes to give me the rundown later. I'll be cheering you on from the audience. I want to see the number go up. Yay. 348. Anything new on the radio?
And now for the latest
latest news from our news desk. Hope you're having a good one, listeners. Today's news briefing comes to us straight from the Tyrell Times. Over in the Aubert district, the prestigious Aramis Academy is currently hosting their annual school festival. This year marks the 98th anniversary of this long-standing event, which has already drawn a bustling crowd of students and other attendees. And now for a weather.
Here are the latest forecasts for regions throughout the Republic. The white cloves are once again in full bloom near and far.
Oh, I think
That's all the weather.
I'm guessing all that stuff is the same, right?
These are the most Reedy Expressway is heavily congested for 10 Selge around the site.
Yeah, so the only thing news is the news there. Shame. And we have a new recipe. Fresh bake. Quinaman? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'll give it a try. I hope you like it. That was yummy!
Bon appetit! Raise the gourmet ring to its max level. No achievement for that, sadly. Although I guess the all the points and all the HP that you get is achievement enough.
I see you're working hard as always.
Oh, that Eddie. Why would he take Brizellia to the festival without any proper escorts? I hope he can be a proper escort for her. He can be a little careless at times. Well, I suppose Brizellia's gotten pretty used to standing up for herself as well. Maybe I should have a little more faith in them. You know, come to think of it, I was awfully surprised to hear about Kasara's enrollment into Aramis. He's apparently in the same year as Curtis, too. They've been walking to school together since last week. I don't think they'll be friends anytime soon, but maybe they can help each other out with homework.
Looking is always free, you know.
Soul Chef. Parties. Various party foods. I am interested.
Come see us again sometime.
Oh, we have to actually read it. Nana and LP's charcuterie. Okay. A smorgasbord. A little bit of everything.
Nothing like a home-cooked meal.
Put together by Nadia and Lapis.
Aren't you proud of me? Huh? Huh?
Chomping.
I'm stuffed.
Let's get out there and kick
You have
some
something to
butt.
say. The cloves seem to be in full bloom today, huh? It's starting to look an awful lot like spring around here. By the way, did I ever tell you about the time I single-handedly planted all the clove trees in the capital? Oh, to be young again. If only I could plant 3,000 more. I thought maybe I had overdone it a little, but before I knew it, they were already one of the most famous sites in Edith. I can never quite tell if she's actually lying or not. I guess this is our idea of fun? Oh, that reminds me. I feel like I remember a key falling out of my pocket back then. Probably got buried in the roots somewhere. What was it for again? The terrace entrance? Oh well, not anyone will ever find it anyway. Oh, wonder if that part's true. Who knows? Maybe you might pick it up along the way. Shard search. Oh, the kitty found it. Mew Mew. Meow Meow Mew Mew. No one seems to be carrying something. Is that... Obtained a rusted key. Perhaps this is the key that old woman mentioned. Always see if it works. Thank you very much, kitty. Guess I could try that key I found earlier. I inserted the old key into the keyhole. Ooh, it opened! The heck? It was that easy? Guess you just got lucky. That kitten, though. I thought it had gone missing, but do you think maybe it was just searching for that key instead? It certainly seems that way. I suppose this means that old lady really was telling the truth. Guess so.
A treasure chest!
Oh, it's another hacking chest.
Access
go.
granted. I'm going in.
2-minute time limit.
Conducting search. Conducting search.
Oh, that's mean.
This is kid stuff. No sweat. Confirming surroundings.
Nice and simple.
Confirming surroundings. This is kid stuff. No sweat. This is kid stuff. No sweat. Conducting search. I made it!
Oh.
This thing's as good as unlocked.
You had 2 options for that one. Himmel. I suddenly have an urge to do good things. Like saving somebody from being stabbed. Also, didn't we get some kind of achievement or something for doing all the orbital locks? Spring always brings back such wonderful memories. I'll never forget how much work I put into planting all those trees. I think I dropped that key of mine, though. I'll never see it again. Hand the key over, man. She seems like she wants the key.
Would you care for
Welcome. You never guess who stopped by this morning. Those Raymond and Carol. It's been a while since I've seen them together. They said they were on their way to check out the flower blossoms before heading to the school festival. Glad they managed to overcome whatever issues they had. The chapel. Gotta read the Tyrell Times. And we'll get to side questing. Well, I suppose this is the end of this morning's mass. Now, would you care to learn a few more pharmaceutical skills today? Really? Can we start working on the more advanced mixtures? How about we go over some of the basics again? For instance, tear balm. Do you think you can make some for us? Of course. Well, actually, every time I try to make one mixture nowadays, I end up with 2. Sounds like you might need to cut back on the ingredients. Maybe you should just stick to walking me through the process first. It's nice to see how much Sister Miria has grown lately. I'm sure she'll make for a wonderful pharmacist. She's such a hard worker after all. I made some progress in my pharmacology skills lately. Rather than Nikolai is sure to be surprised. I can't wait to show him. Alright, what is our second request?
What have we got?
Fish of Legend. Finally, we can get the final fish. We've been trying to catch a legendary fish in Dirk Memorial Park recently, but it's just not working out. You could be willing to give us some advice? We'll be waiting in Old Town at Laguna Bathhouse. Oh, we didn't go to the bathhouse. Looks like there's more. Condemned sector cleanup. We've recently received reports of a dangerous monster in the area. In the Blacklight District's condemned sector, monster, ? Requesting Arkwright Solutions, handle this immediately.
Don't be such a stick in the mud.
First things first. I heard Kasara made it into Armis recently. Anya's been talking about it non-stop. Actually, she went to the school festival with Rebecca today to show her support. It's interesting, though. Anya's been a little more motivated than usual today. Guess that's another reason I should be thankful to Kasara.
I appreciate.
Was it 100 per person?
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
The steam feels quite pleasant.
I could do this all day, every day.
You look nice and refreshed.
Loyal to Loyalies took a dip in Act 1, 2, 3, and the finale. Thankfully, we got the special bath by sort of cheating. Also, we forgot one person.
Thank you all for
You,
stopping by.
sup? Zara's been an Aramis for about a week already. I'm still kind of impressed, honestly. I mean, I knew she had skill, but to pass their special admissions, she must be on a whole nother level, huh? Of course, she's been complaining about it ever since, but you can always tell how much she's enjoying herself. I think my sister was spurred on by it as well. She's been working on getting out more and more. I couldn't be more proud of her. Zara's really changed our lives for the better.
Well...
Oh, my Dad and Rebecca are at the school festival right now. Apparently Kasara was in charge of designing some of their graphics. They've been waiting all week to see them. I want to see some of her work too, so we'll be switching places tomorrow. Also, we once again did the thing where we currently have the same rank in each of the stats. So that's funny. Okay, we have this to do. Oh man, that was so good. Right? Having some gelato after a bath is absolutely to die for. You guys haven't forgotten why we're here, right? Of course not. Nothing wrong with taking a little breather, though. Yeah, you could probably use some R&R yourself, Kyle. You're too uptight. All that tension in your body is gonna scare off all the fish. You won't even be able to catch a minnow. Don't jinx it. Oh, well, if it isn't Van. Did you see the request we put up on the bulletin board? Yeah, I saw it. It said you wanted to console with us about a legendary something or other, right? Yeah, I think I found a legendary fish over in the lake at Dirk Memorial Park. But no matter how many times I try to catch it, the thing just keeps slipping away. Wait, you're trying to fish up the lord of a lake? This should be interesting. I'm still a beginner at fishing myself. It's much more complicated than I thought it would be. I mean, I got a few catches under my belt, sure, but I'm nowhere near as good as you guys. Oh, nice. Still want us to take the job? Yeah, as long as you're willing, of course. So, what do you say? Yeah, we'll accept, of course. Alright, we'll take the job. Tell me more. Nice. First, let me tell you about the target. Put it simply, it's not your average carp, that's for sure. It's apparently believed to be over 200 years old. Over 200? That would mean it's been around since before Calvert was even a republic. It's like a living piece of history. However, there haven't been any sightings of it in the past few years. I mean, some people were even saying it had died. Then 3 weeks ago, Kyle finally managed to spot it. I was just fishing out on the lake at night. But then I saw it. The Magna Garvels. An old catfish that hides itself deep in the lake's caverns. That fish has seen many a challenger, but none who succeeded. Catfish, so called because of the cat-like whiskers that grow on their faces. I've heard they're carnivorous too. They'll eat anything and everything. Ooh, I had S catch one for me once. It was so yummy. How kind of him. You two seem to have an awful lot of experience with the wilderness. I'm surprised you were able to see anything at night. It gets rather dark in that area. Actually, something weird happened right before the fish appeared. There was an earthquake. It can't have been a coincidence. I've read ancient manuscripts that mention stuff like this happening before. When the ire of a catfish wakes, the earth beneath your feet shall quake. We have a saying like that in the East as well. But to actually witness such an event? How interesting. I think I've heard about an abyss worm around the park too, though. Maybe that's what brought the fish out. Well, regardless, you said you've been having a hard time catching it, right? Yeah, it's really frustrating. It is legendary after all. It wouldn't be so impressive if you could catch it with a single worm. We also gave it baiting it a try. Lost a lot of good rods that way. But didn't we hear something about some super sturdy fishing rod recently? Yes, it was called the Rod of the Heavens. It's said to have been used by General Atkinson over 100 years ago. General Atkinson? Olgar Atkinson. He was Sheena Dirk's right-hand man in the Kavardian Revolution. He was half Eastern as well. This rod of his, it has a lot of inscriptions on it, right? Yeah, that's what they say. I actually found a passage on it in one of Sheena Dirk's personal memoirs. Apparently General Atkinson managed to hook the catfish with that rod once. Got away from him in the end, though. So even the general couldn't catch it. Sounds like this thing will be quite the opponent. Anyway, you'll want us to find that fishing rod for it. Want us to find that fishing rod for you? Ding ding, you guessed it. And just so you know, what Ahab's told us, your best bet is going to be in the Blacklight District. You want us to give up on looking for it because of how dangerous it gets down there. Well, that's why you sent it up for SPG, right? An antique fishing rod that found its way to the Blacklight District. Well, pretty sure we know at least one person that could find it. You're talking about Yamai, right? Sounds like you guys know just the person to ask. Does that mean we can leave this to Arkwright Solutions for now? Of course, we'll get you that rod in no time.
Okay, time to get to work.
We have two things to do down there. If you need any more fishing supplies, just let me know. We'll be right here waiting for you. Yeah, or we can eat all the gelato we can stomach. Anyway, thanks for your help, Van.
Something you're looking for in particular?
We can only buy one of those, so we might as well
Talk to you later.
clear out the store.
Stick in the mud.
Okay, so I guess we'll do the two things
Off
in
we
the
go.
Blacklight District. Since we're coming down here, that means we can talk with everybody. Also, look at all the new stuff. Also, what the heck's going on over there?
Don't think I've seen you.
I'll check out the arena.
Welcome, welcome. Care to try our new bath salts? Its high is simply invigorating, and given its low rate of dependency, you can use it practically every day. I think I'll pass, thanks. Man, your shop hasn't changed a bit, has it? Well, I'll admit, things have been pretty tense around here for a while now. Personally, it had me feeling like I'd always had to be on guard. But because of the recent exposure to the anti-immigration terrorists, everyone's feeling right as rain once more. That's why I've been able to continue my business without much issue. And at the end of the day, it's all thanks to the guild and the police. That's a bit ironic. I suppose it is, but nevertheless, I'm glad things have been more peaceful lately. I can't thank them enough for all they've done. By the way, if you're looking for some more run-of-the-mill items, we have those as well. Why not take a look? It seems those anti-immigration terrorists have decided to lay low for the moment. I'm so relieved. Now I can go about my business as usual. By the way, if you're looking for some more run-of-the-mill items, we have those as well. Why not take a look? What do you have?
Now, what might you be after, hmm?
Condensed herb drink. Tasty. We're gonna do a second playthrough so we
I'll
can
be
get
seeing
everything maxed out. We're gonna speed through everything, of course. It should be very quick. But, I want to see how much money we get when we reach the end of the game, just like selling basically everything. What is our total net worth? Ah, spring is wonderful, don't you think? It's got my spirits higher than a kite. See, I was able to broker a pretty good deal for myself today. Sold almost half my inventory. The buyer is the daughter of a weapons dealer I know. She's got an airship, so transportation's practically a non-issue. Oh hey, how's it going, Jingo? She did haggle the price down because of it, but still, the more I sell, the better. Man, sounds like you're doing pretty alright for yourself. Yeah, but I can't help feel like I know this buyer of yours. Seems like we might have a friend in common. Well, is that right? World's a small place. I'll let her know you said hi, but anyway, feel free to take a look at my leftover stock in the meantime. You're all headed to the Artemis School Festival, right? I was just wondering if I could show up with a gift for the students. Think you could help me pick one out? You're gonna get the cops called on you, man. I agree. Also, if you really do plan on going, the mask might present an issue. Well, that'd put a damper on my plans for sure. Yeah, if you're going topside, you're gonna need to take the mask off. Onyx Steel. Of course, you're gonna make Van's weapon first. There is no choice on that. That can split the heavens. Unstoppable Force created an Onyx Steel weapon.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Ideal Watch for Shizuna. Oh, did we not like equip the new weapon? Okay. Let's buy everyone's newest weapon. Oh, he only has a single new weapon. We're also about to run out of money. And we don't have any of those, but I think we bought the new ones there. And some new equipment. Buy one Eclipse coat, doesn't look very good. Crescent boots. Actually lowers our speed, so I'll just give it to Fairy because she has worse boots.
Please stop by again. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Nothing there.
Please stop by again.
Indeed.
So we get some new material out of that. Then, why don't you have that weapon equipped? Better. How's it going, Joe? And that woman's crazy. All she did was mumble something, then she stabbed me. All it takes for Isabel to be out. I managed to bandage myself up, but if I was any weaker, that would have been the end for me. Damn it. Is this guy okay? Well, it seems that he's applied first aid already, although I believe all he did was tape the wound shut. He seems pretty tough though, so I doubt he's in any danger of dying. But I suppose we'll just have to check in once Isabel's back. I'm kind of curious who stabbed him. It couldn't be. We know exactly who it is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Something happened? No, wait, did you... There's this guy who's been making lots of noise in the area lately. All he ever did was yell, "I'm the best," so I... Oh, it's her. So I figured I would give him a little test. So you're the one who stabbed them. No way. Well, this sounds like quite the pickle. I swear I didn't mean anything by it. I mean, yeah, maybe I do stab the people I'm infatuated with on occasion, but it's not even my type. But you still stabbed them, right? So instead of being a crime of passion, it's just a simple case of assault. Man, what should I do? Well, you're gonna need to help the guy get patched up first. Then you apologize. Come on, get moving. You could bleed out any second. Alright, please excuse me. Lindsay took some bandages from the cell and rushed off. It's got me a little worried, honestly. Maybe we should go check on them. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out.
What would you like?
Bearstein the Third.
Please stop by again sometime.
Phew, his wound should be alright for the moment. I also apologize to him. Hope he'll forgive me. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Yeah, people aren't exactly in the habit of forgiving the people who stabbed them. I wonder though, I mean, it's not like the Blacklight District goes by normal rules. Yes, in the end, I would assume Blacklight's highest authority would have come to a decision on the matter. It's likely that incidents like this are commonplace in Blacklight. However, there still may be a penalty. I knew it. And I was doing so good too. I mean, the statute of limitations for my last incident was set to expire soon. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Well, guess it's a little too early for you to return to the surface, huh? Well, why did I do that? I mean, it's not even my type. I guess I need to explain everything to the Kingpin. Sigh. But the end of my statute of limitations is just in sight. I'm such an idiot. I think that should be it. How does it feel? A little better, but you have experienced this sort of thing. Oh, phew. So glad. Yeah, I read about how to do stuff like this in a book about torture methods once. The point was to heal victims so you can extend their suffering. This girl's crazy. Seriously, stabbing me out of nowhere? She was so fast, too. With my boxer instincts, I couldn't react. Damn, I thought I'd finally train myself to be the best. Does this mean I need to work even harder? Yes. I also got reminded that we still have not read the book.
All our listeners are encouraged to exercise
We'll talk to
more
everybody
caution on
first.
the road than usual.
Well, I thought I'd see you around, Paprika. So, you work here too? That's right. Gabriella asked me to help out every now and then. By the way, I heard Eden's been doing really well lately. There have been rumors about you guys expanding. Well, I don't believe we'll be doing so anytime soon. Gracie's been bringing an awful lot of new girls, though. I'm glad he's taking the opportunity to cultivate new growth, but it's starting to make Eden feel a little small. Maybe I should just open a second location. Well, that would definitely liven things up around here. I say you should go for it.
And now for a weather update.
Seems Paprika's been pulling in customers all by herself lately. She's been awfully steady with her work, too. What a good kid. Maybe I should hire her on as a manager for a second club. Actually, I probably shouldn't rock the boat right now. I'll think on it some more. This area's gotten so much more lively thanks to Eden's rise in popularity. It only takes seconds to rope customers in, and finally take it easy. Sigh. I'm so happy.
What can I get for you?
Soul Chef Hot Tots. We can
Thanks
make
for
a hot
shopping.
pot dish. Is Van the one who's... Not Van. Is Aaron the one who's gonna make the hot
What are
pot?
you looking at?
Sounds fun.
Use those damn pictures. The thing didn't have the CID on their side. That Zect Arms woman. I figured you got picked up by Hercules after what happened on Nimeth Island. How'd you end up here? Unfortunately, ZA managed to bail her out. A not insignificant sum of money, I might add. You're telling me that Zect Arms thought she was worth paying bail for. Okay. She's free for the moment, but someone must keep an eye on her at all times. That being said, it seems she's been leading a rather miserable life here in the Blacklight District. Miserable? I'm living life to the fullest, damn you! Dealing with this old lady's bad enough, but now I've got to handle you twerps. Today's really not my day. Huh? Old lady? Wait, isn't she the one who ran the cheap T-phone scam? I guess she also got her bail paid. Those brats on the bracer. Cough. Now, no need to be so crass. You see, I was quite impressed by that prototype military monster I bought a while back. That's why I've been hoping to make better friends with you, young lady. Huh? Well, whatever you're planning, I'm busy. Now that I owe the company, I need to start making something to repay them. As soon as I do, I'll make every bastard that's crossed me regret they were ever born. Maybe it's time I start developing that new weapon of mine. Doesn't sound like she's learned from her mistakes. That's right, no one can outmatch your villainy. Say, why don't we join up together? With our brains combined, we'll come up with the king of all scams. I've already told you, scamming is beneath me. And anyway, you're getting in the way of my work. Can't you go somewhere else? Oh, don't be like that. Why don't you hear me out over a cup of tea? The longer I listen, the messier it gets. Maybe we should get going. You know, I considered opening my own workshop. Working for ZA is more convenient for me. Now, if only I could figure out how to get myself out of this situation. I can't even hear myself think over that old lady's blathering. This one's a wretch among wretches, I'm sure of it. Now, if only I could get her to team up with me, her names would go down in scamming history. She's a pretty tough cookie, though. Well, I'll get her on my side one way or another. So today's the Armament School Festival, huh? The people up topside seem pretty excited for it. These past months haven't seen any more incidents, thankfully. Yeah, it's been surprisingly peaceful. Felt like the weird stuff wouldn't stop coming at one point. I don't know what that was all about. Blacklight District, huh? How nostalgic. That said, it's great to be able to drink with my friends. It's been a while. Take a break from his business. I believe this is the first time we've all gone drinking together. Isn't that right, Gao Lang? It is. I see a master of the art of intrigue drinks differently compared to one who follows the path of a warrior. Well, considering you're now in line to be one of the next elders, I suppose you'll need to get used to it. Yes, there will be many more occasions in which you'll have to interact with people like me. Are you up to it? Talking to people is Sao's thing. Alas, as the family head, this responsibility will fall to you. Very well. For now, you can return to your shadows. Just know this, someday I will drag you into the light. As things currently stand, I believe such a thing is impossible. But I look forward to seeing you make the attempt. Damn, can't even drink without them baring their teeth at one another. What's new? Hey, whatever happened to your right-hand man? Lau, wasn't it? President of AOA Trading's Crossbell Division? He's joining the Lee family, isn't he? I'm afraid he's decided to stay with the Liu family for the time being. He is Master Shin's instructor, after all. However, I'm hoping he'll decide to join the Lee family once Master Shin comes of age. It's like you guys are trying to hoard all the Gekka Masters. What, gonna get Yin to join too? I'm afraid that would be impossible even for us. You see, she's become a little too attached to Lady Ashin recently. But perhaps we can invite her to visit as a Liu family ambassador. Okay, forget I asked. Going to ruin the drink like that. Like you have room to judge. My way is better. Without proper stimulation, my thirst would never be quenched. Maybe you two are more alike than I thought. Oh? You think I'd receive such high praise from you, Van? It's not praise.
Indeed.
Oh, Aaron, we haven't seen each other since Lunar New Year, no? Would you care to join us? Well, are the drinks good? Don't want to be sober enough to listen to all your political talk. Yes, we're drinking for the simple pleasure of it tonight. Alright, let's go talk with all the other minor characters.
Buy something from me.
Wanna have a little fun?
Recruiting a bunch of new girls was kind of hard on the club at first, but now we can finally cater to all our customers' wants and needs. I was even able to come up with some new shows for the girls too. It'll be like nothing you ever seen before. I need to put our customers in a good mood.
Alrighty.
From purity play to BDSM, you'll find only this at Eden. We'll pull those suckers in for sure. We'll do anything to please our customers. Shady as shit.
Come on over and say.
I had a few drinks with the crowd from the arena yesterday. It was so much fun. I love Blacklight. We really know how to throw parties down here. But if we fool around too much, the Kingpin will rip me a new one. We still don't know who this Kingpin is. It's the same dude fighting the same archaism every time. The man just won't give up. Come on. Okay. While we're here, let's read Tyrell Times issue 6. There is 13 pages, oh god. Special feature. Armis Academy Festival breaking new ground. Here, let's make this easier for myself. I'm gonna spit out my gum real quick in the trash can right behind me. I need something to chew on. For 3 days starting today, April 12th, Armis Academy will host its annual festival. This year's festival will feature a number of new experimental attractions to distinguish itself from past year's efforts. The following report was written by a Tyrell Times journalist who went to see the festival in person. As envisioned by the founder of Armis Academy, Armis Gainsbourg, the festival was intended to be an event in which students could demonstrate their free thinking and creativity to the world at large. In light of that goal, all preparations for and management of the festival have traditionally been left in the hands of the student body. This year, however, the requirements for participation have been relaxed so non-students can aid in the creation of a truly remarkable event with a broad range of attractions. Students have also been given permission to decorate the campus however they see fit, encouraging individuality and creativity over tradition and precedent. When asked for comment, the president of Armis Academy Student Council, Ren Bright, said, "Though this festival may be unlike those of previous years, I firmly believe our efforts are in line with the ideals of our school's founder. Our intention is to promote diversity and harmony through our theme called A New Season Together. and to achieve that end, we brought together the minds and talents from all over. It was thanks to this kaleidoscope of perspectives among our student body that we can put on a festival that embodies such a theme. Although Ren was kind enough to explain the festival's concept to us, its novelty had already spoken for itself before our report even passed through the Academy's front gate. The school gates this year are adorned with an avant-garde level and ornamentation evocative of graffiti culture. The level of artistic skill on display is astonishing, making it abundantly clear that this was no last-minute effort. The fact that it was reportedly the work of a single first-year student is nothing short of extraordinary. Given the involvement of non-student assistants and the emphasis on diversity, it's no surprise that this year's festival exhibits are so captivating. Offerings range from the cultural, such as a Central Eastern Bazaar and an Eastern-style cafe, to hyper-modern displays that make use of cutting-edge technology. In addition, the singer-songwriter Jess, who recently relocated to the Republic from Crossbell, and the dancer siblings Sarah and Shahina, who are now both established film stars, have all been invited to perform at the festival. Finally, the Student Council will be sponsoring a special performance at the end of each day of the festival, which promises to represent the theme of the festival itself. All told, this year's festival promises to be a treat from start to finish. Okay, politics. Vision of the Calvard Republic's duty presented as a debate. Visions of the Calvard Republic's duty presented at debate. Okay. I was just trying to figure out the talking of it. The points and issues presented during last month's political symposium at the Trion Mall continue to be discussed within the public arena. With the issues of international trade imbalance, economic inequality, and environmental issues in the East and the state of international crime weighing on everyone's minds, the ICO organized debate addressed a hotly contested subject: what responsibility should the Republic bear on the international stage? President Gramhart, in response, reaffirmed that the Republic would serve as a leading player in that very sphere. The Republic wields power and influence, the likes of which no other nations do not, said President Gramhart. We are leaders in the international technological sphere, both in terms of funding and the creation of a consolidated communications standard, and our military is capable enough to equal that of the Empire, ensuring our ability to establish ourselves all across the continent. This could be the beginning, or rather the foundation, of a period of change that will secure the Republic a position at the center of the continent itself. In that sense, I believe it is our duty to ensure we have the foothold we need to pull the world along with us into a new era. Senator Ryan agreed that the Republic must be acknowledged as one of the continent's leading superpowers, and accepted the assertion that the Republic has a responsibility to play a central role on the international stage. However, he also argued that if the Republic were to simply step in and take the reins in transforming the international community, the concentration and influence that would place upon the Republic could pose as many problems as it solved. In Senator Ryan's words, although the Republic's position of power is indisputable, I believe that we should strive to collaborate with our fellow nations for the prosperity of all. By attempting to make the Republic the center of the world in all fields, we run the risk of disaster if, for instance, the foundation for a particular industry collapses. Even setting aside the risks of over-centralization, it would result in our country relying excessively on its ability to continue to grow, both economically and technologically. If, however, we instead grow alongside our fellow nations, forging bonds of trust and mutual aid, we will both mitigate those risks, and most importantly of all, stay true to the ideal diversity that our nation values. Idealistic though his vision may have sounded, Senator Ryan went on to hold up the West Lemuria Tech Union as an example of how achievable his goals were. The union's precedent, he argued, proves that a diplomatic framework based around the reciprocal relationships in the field of industry and technology is both plausible and desirable. President Gramhart acknowledged the reality of the risks that Senator Ryan described and accepted that his proposals held merit. He also, however, stated that we cannot dismiss the possibility that global issues we have not even begun to consider could present themselves at any moment. Yeah, because Gramhart would know about that, considering his allegiances. And that, an international community founded solely upon equality and how do you pronounce that word? Reciprocity? I actually do not know how to properly pronounce that word. Would be sufficient to stand up against the crisis. There must be a nation prepared to spearhead the charge, come what may, and it is our responsibility to shoulder that burden. In the current day, the Republic stands at the pinnacle of Zemuria militarily, economically, technologically, and in a number of other fields. Many citizens of the Republic take pride in that fact. That said, it is also true that very few people have a specific image in mind of how the nation must change and adapt in light of this state of affairs. In that sense, it feels rather reasonable to say that the recent debate between the President and Senator Ryan poses the perfect opportunity for all the Republic citizens to think about what our nation should become, both in isolation and in relation to the rest of the world. Science. Hope and Wisdom at the International Environmental Symposium. On the same day as the political debate, Professor Latoya Hamilton took the podium at a symposium put together by the same organization to discuss the environmental issues that have plagued the eastern half of the continent for the past several years. The professor spoke out about the results of current restoration efforts as well as the outlook for the region's future. In the past, Professor Hamilton succeeded in laying the cornerstone for greening the desert regions in the Principality of Elsame by conducting geological surveys in the capital and securing a consistent source of water. The professor has also conducted research on the lands in Northumbria that were rendered infertile by the salt pail incident, seeking a means to restore them to a usable state. The professor also hopes to apply the expertise she gained over her investigations to identify the cause of the gradually expanding infertile region in the east. For the past several years, those goals have been the chief focus of her research. According to her findings, the direct cause of the devastation in the east is the depletion of septium veins, which has destabilized the environmental conditions necessary to maintain plant life and increase the likelihood of assorted natural disasters. The root cause of the septium veins depletion, however, remains unknown. The professor stated that investigations regarding that matter would continue, noting, as long as the cause of the issue remains unclear, we can't guarantee that the septium decay that has ravaged the east won't occur in other parts of the continent as well. We cannot treat this matter as someone else's problem. In regard to the land revitalization experiments the professor carried out over the course of her survey, she explained that compared to the regions she worked on in the Central East, which suffered from a lack of water, but had ample septium deposits, revitalizing the land in the Far East had proven much more difficult. That said, through the application of the technology developed in Northumbria, she believes that there still be a very real chance of success at the long term. At the conclusion of her talk, Professor Hamilton offered this thought: within knowledge lies hope for humankind. Throughout history, it is through wisdom and understanding that we have overcome countless trials and saved countless lives. It is imperative that we never give up on wielding our knowledge to its fullest potential. According to the ICO, multiple businesses and organizations chose to contribute material or funding to the professor's efforts and declared they would send what relief they could to the East following her eye-opening symposium speech. Culture. Gotti-Lamb collaboration film finally wraps. Salvatore Gotti and Leslie Lamb, two master directors beloved by film fans throughout the Republic, have been working together on a co-production starring two of the Republic's most prominent actresses. Judith Lannister and Nina Fenley, on screen together for the very first time. The long-last production committee behind the long-awaited collaboration film has announced both its completion and its formal title, Golden Requiem: Howl at the Dawn. Both directors and their companies have poured an incredible amount of time and effort into the film, and it seems they've chosen a grand dramatic title worthy of the picture's ambition. The film is scheduled to be released summer between the middle of May and the beginning of June. To celebrate the film's completion, its starring actresses were kind enough to offer the Tyrell Times their comments regarding it. Judith Lannister had this to say: "When this movie was announced, I heard quite a few people thought directors Gotti and Lamb styles would end up clashing. Now that filming's wrapped, I'm pretty confident saying Golden Requiem brings out the best in both Golden Blood and Wolf's Requiem. Like seriously, you'll be shocked by how well they go together. The directors really know how to help us capture the charms and appeals of each of our characters. This was my first time playing Zoe under director Lamb, and I was amazed how he was able to dig into Zoe's character without deviating from anything director Gotti had established. He made me realize that even after playing the character for an entire movie beforehand, he hadn't even begun to tap into Zoe's true potential. I'm positive that her daring exploits in this film will captivate fans, both new and old, like she never has before. Meanwhile, Nina Fenley said, I could talk your ear out about what makes this film so great, but I'd like to draw attention to the scenes about Michelle's past. Whoops. I know that a promotional image showing Michelle is standing by a ruin on a southern island that has garnered a fair bit of attention, and while I don't want to spoil any of the details, I'll say that scene is related to the mostly closely guarded secrets of her past. It was strange. When I first filmed that scene, it almost felt like I'd become Michelle herself, more so than ever before. I'm hopeful that experience will help me portray her on a deeper level from now on, and I hope all our fans will be excited to see how her encounter with Zoe, a woman whose life is far removed from that of Michelle's, will change who she is as a person going forward. As previously announced, a portion of the proceeds from the film is planned to be donated toward the reconstruction of Cray Village. Oh, we're done. Okay, let's talk to, Yamai. Sounds like there's some sort of movement going on in the political sphere lately. I'm not too sure on the details, but I hear it's got something to do with the president. Oh, that's interesting. Then I suppose that means I should expect to be busy again. Well, I guess that's work for you. You telling this to everyone you know? Good grief. I'm curious what my father could be up to. I look forward to seeing what happens. But when the Spriggan gets so many people working for him? Oh well, they can be pretty useful to have around it sometimes. Government's been up to something lately, but it seems like it's all a big secret. If you hear anything else about it, I'd appreciate you letting me know. Buy rare items?
Come again soon.
Buy items, trade,
Got
decadent
a great
glass.
lineup at great prices.
Gift for Errands.
Come again soon.
What's next?
We did get a few things here, so...
Well, if you insist.
Thanks a bunch.
I'll take that.
Well, topic time.
Let me ask you something.
About the Rod of the Heavens. You talking about General Atkinson's fishing rod? Well, you're right. It came through her a little while back. I'm surprised it actually exists. Would you happen to know where it went? Come on now, you'd think I'd tell you just because you asked. After all, sure would be nice to have you owe me a favor. Then again, maybe this is fate. Fate? How so? That rod you're looking for is a strange one. They say it chooses its wielder. I did my best to try and stake a claim to it, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. That is pretty strange. You think so? Stuff like that's in all sorts of fairy tales. Well, whether it's true or not, the rod didn't choose me. Last I heard, it was over at Kanza's soba stall. Makes sense. Kanza's always had a thing for fishing. He's the one over in Seidan District, correct? That's right. He's a pretty respectable guy when it comes down to it. Comes by sometimes to look for Eastern cooking tools. Thanks for the info. We'll pay you back when we get a chance. Kanza actually moved the stall over to Armis for the festival. He should be by the front gates, I believe. That's right. He's been rather popular with the students lately. Let's get moving then. Okay. We have talked to everybody. I guess we'll do this then. Head to the condemned sector? Yeah. Where is our boss monster? In the deep, dank depth. It's an archaism. Well, might as well take care of it, right? All gifts given. Nice. Here's some foes prowling around. Exterminate. Gandaluva Origin.
To get the upper splaying enemy stats.
Remember when you fought that boss this stream that had 400,000 HP? I remember.
Here goes.
Mr. Archive,
Here goes.
activate. Boost
Here
gauge
goes.
limiter activating skill.
Up to you, reset.
Well then.
Miss Alfayette, displaying stats.
I won't
That hurt
lose.
my eyes a little bit.
Theo, we need help.
Thank you, Hal.
Very.
Flames, give us strength.
Here's a little more.
Up to you, reset.
Engaging skill.
Do your worst. Activating strength. Catra.
Initiating skill. You're next.
Yeah, not even a challenge. Barely had to try. All he did was press some buttons. Oh, that's not it. We have a cutscene. But wait, there's more. That's a new song. I think. That's much better. That's much more like it.
Here goes.
The model looks vaguely familiar.
I suggest we strike now.
Did you fight a similar boss to this in Reverie? Maybe we fought one like this earlier in this game too, but I feel like I remember it being in Reverie at one point. We're fine.
I won't hold back.
I used the wrong skill. Alright. Lapless code then.
Hit him fast, Barry.
We just have to keep powering up and eventually we'll just be unable to be killed.
You won't get away with this. Catra.
Damage boosted all the way up.
Perfect chance.
Oh, enemy causes delay. Neat.
Hit him fast, Barry.
There. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Activate skill.
Let's do this. Chance.
Give them your all. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
We are actually not able to keep up with the damage that he's dealing
Displaying details.
because Reset can't keep casting her freaking skill.
It's up to you. I'll take it from here.
Chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
What if I draw hate?
Make it
Give them your all.
fast. Take this.
I'll probably use the same skill over and over again, but...
Not getting through.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Do your worst.
We need a little bit of breathing room, so...
Make it count.
All you now. Leave this to me. Cobalt. Mr. Salesian. Now.
Erecting shield.
Chance.
Maybe proceed with caution.
He wants this.
Chance.
Give them your all.
Let's do this. Here goes.
Give them your all. Boost
Up to
gauge
you,
limiter
Reset.
unlocked. Mr. Arkwright.
It's go time.
I can just circle all the way around and get a side attack. Or maybe I coin bullets to keep the hate on.
Over here. All you on, yes.
I'll give it my all. It's up to you now. I'm on the seat.
There. Our chance. Yeah.
You're open. Here's my chance.
They're fine.
It's all my out.
There.
Chance.
Activating
Let's
skill.
go, Catra.
Initiating skill. Time to close it. Reset. Engaging skill.
Victory. It's all my out.
Here's a little more.
There.
He has the hate currently on him, so we'll just circle around this way.
Just right now. Activating
Let's
skill.
do this. To you, Reset.
Guess I'll just use Cobalt Curtain here.
Keep your guard up. Cobalt.
Give them some shields. Oh, quick. I don't like that very
The
much.
rest is up to you.
Alright, time to let
Remove.
Skill. Deploying shield.
Now it's my turn. It's all my end. Wait. There! Activating
Show
skill!
me what you got, Silverblade.
Guess I better jet. Leave it to me.
Going all in.
Let's take... It's up to you, Fairy! Huh? There! Here's my chance.
My move now.
Go all the way around again.
Let's stay on the offensive.
Over here. Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating skill. Now! Reset!
Engaging skill.
Now it's my turn.
Might as well stack the stat boosts up as much as possible. All cancel. Very nice.
Number.
Doesn't cancel
Okay
hate
for
though.
that. Here goes.
Activating
Let's
skill.
do this. Hit him fast, Fairy.
Do your work. Activating skill. You're open. Red. Let's... I won't hold back.
He needs the Cobalt Curtain. We all kind of need the Cobalt
Mr.
Curtain.
Archive. Light Protector. Give him your all.
Buster. Hit him fast, Fairy.
Activating boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice.
That's how it goes.
I'm stronger than ever.
He was able to deal quite a bit of damage in a
There's
short
still
period of
much
time.
I've yet to learn.
Found Darkness. Fired all arts drivers other than EX.
That takes care of that.
There are EX drivers?
Reward deposited.
Vaughn Gray. Ah. Well, you have to do one more of those 4 SPGs.
What's next?
What did we do now? Let's see. Oh. We need to go to the Arbor District. Both things are here.
Let's do this.
And I guess this isn't a 4 SPG, which you think it would be.
Oh,
Where's
what a
the girl's
coincidence.
mother?
Oh my.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry.
Gonna eat something?
Got a question
On the
for
Route
you.
of the Heavens. The Route of the Heavens, huh? Never thought you'd be the one to come looking for it. Yeah, well, someone imported this in your direction. You have it? I had it. Had it. Oh, you already gave it away? I loaned it out to an old fishing friend of mine. What do you need it for? A client of ours was hoping to use it to catch some legendary fish. A legendary fish? You mean the Garvels? Oh, you know it. Guess it makes their job easier. See, they managed to spot the thing a couple weeks ago. You know, I'm not much of a fisherman myself anymore. Maybe this is fate. Rod's yours. Are you sure? They see that the Rod of the Heavens has gone from hand to hand ever since time of ancients. That being said, neither me nor my fishing friend have had much time to make use of it. That's why I'd like to give it to you. These then will have the chance to do what it was made for. You're really just gonna hand it over? Fishermen are a strange breed indeed. Well, it wouldn't be the first time we met some real weirdos. Anyway, this old fishing friend that you lent the rod to. That would be Bishop Orwell. A bishop that likes to fish. I suppose that's not too odd. Wouldn't have expected you guys to be so close. Guess fishing just as a way of bringing people together. Indeed it does. At any rate, I'm sure he'd be willing to part with the rod if you talk to him. I'll be leaving my dream to you then. Go, use your newfound strength to secure our fish of legend. You got it.
Gonna eat something? Spring already. I should offer up another prayer.
Let us pray. The cathedral is magnificent.
Got a
Bring up
question for
topic.
you.
So that rod is the tool you'll need to catch a legendary fish, is it? Alright, please wait here a moment. Sure. Well, here it is. Obtained Rod of the Heavens. Nice, thanks a lot. You know, something about this rod does seem a little intense. Is it maybe made out of star steel? It's possible. They actually call it onyx steel in Calvert, though. It's an alloy made from a combination of black Sumerian ore. I believe it's been used to make some of the world's most powerful weapons. Come to think of it, just got some from Yin, didn't we? Nice little bit. I'm not certain of the exact material it's made from. However, I do know that this rod was once favored by the great General Atkinson. That's all you need. That's all you have need of me for. May Idios bless you in your future endeavors. I pray you manage to resolve the General's last lingering regret. Hey, that's a pretty tall order, don't you think? Well, leave it to us. Let's report back to our clients. Old Town. Laguna Bathhouse.
Let's do this.
Let's catch a big-ass fish. All drivers gained. Esmeralda's Gem. Evasion plus 16, crit 24. Nice. I'm still salty that evasion doesn't really work in this game. You're back. That fishing rod. Nice, I knew you could do it. Yep, here it is. A Rod of the Heavens, just like you asked. So, that's a case closed, right? Well, not exactly. What do you mean? You see, we were all talking it over, and we kind of have a feeling we're not the ones the rod will choose. Yeah, I mean, you were the one who went through all the trouble of finding it for us. If the rod chooses anyone, it'll probably be you. Hold up, I'm pretty sure this wasn't part of our original deal. You're really okay with us catching the legendary fish for you? Yeah, fate's placed it in your hands after all. We can always cheer you on from the sidelines. When you're ready to head out to catch the big one, come find us. We'll tag along. Why do I have to do all the hard work? Well, it's obviously because you're the most qualified. Yeah, you're the leader. If you don't do it, who will? Careful, talk him up anymore and his head will turn into a balloon. Maybe I am the right man for the job. Oh. It's finally time. This is gonna be great. You ready, Van? Yes. Yeah, let's get going. The group made their way to Dirk Memorial Park, hoping to catch their legendary fish. They never allowed us to come out all this way, didn't they? Didn't they? Well, here we are. You sure this is where you last saw the fish? Yep, this is definitely the place. Whoa, an earthquake? But this is the only area that was shaking. It's no mistake. Fish has to be close. So it's just like you said. Let's try and track Osar Church. Magna Garvels. You're about to be seafood. Attempt to catch the legendary fish. You return to Old Town by withdrawing to the entrance. Yeah, there's like a whole little area here that we weren't able to go through. Doesn't look like there's any hidden chests, which is good. My grandpa told me all about Magna Garvels. He said it's an insanely strong catfish. Not even General Atkinson was able to catch it. I'd love to at least catch a glimpse of it. Oh. We're not looking to kill anybody here. Magna Garvels, fish of legend. Wonder what it looks like. Should I post a picture of it to social media if we catch it? I'd love to show it to all my friends online. I bet the Imperial Fishing Club would be so psyched. They say you can only catch the Magna Garvels if you have the Rod of the Heavens. To be honest though, I think it just requires a lot of luck and a lot of skill. I may not have the experience my grandpa does, but I've done a lot of fishing in my years, so just give me a holler if you need any help.
I bet I can catch a big one here.
Let's do this thing.
Big fish.
There! That's it!
Got him!
This is a big one!
A big boy. 1 serum capsule, and that's a lot of sepith. Also got the achievement for catching all fish. Is this it? He did it. Woohoo! I just knew you had it in you. You were amazing, man. Yeah, that sure was a big-ass fish. Now pose with it, Van. Hey, is it really okay that I fished that thing up? It's too late for regrets now. Hate to admit it, but there's no way we could have caught it without your help, Van. That's right. By the way, I managed to get a pretty cool picture of it, too. I'm sure this will do big numbers on the socials. What a remarkable catch. Hello, Ahab. Grandpa. Hey, you came. Aren't you Makino and Kyle's grandfather? And you came all the way out here by yourself? Not just some average Joe, are you? Well, a fisherman must always be aware of his surroundings, after all. But for you to fish up something even General Atkinson couldn't catch? Congratulations on the job well done. You know, given your skill, I might just be able to join the 8 Fishing Wizards someday. 8 Fishing Wizards? Oh yeah, the 8 Fishing Wizards. I may not be some expert fisherman, but even I've heard of them. They're men of refinement who managed to reach the very peak of their fishing careers. The rods they wield are said to split the oceans. Split the oceans? They sound fake as hell. Well, they're definitely not. I know one of them. Not sure about the rest, but I'm pretty confident that guy could pull it off. Where do you even find these people? The world's a big place, I guess. Yeah, there's all sorts of people out there. Anyway, this was pretty fun, guys. I think I might just take up fishing as a hobby again. As long as you keep using that rod, you'll be aces. I think we should start heading on back, though. I gotta upload all these pictures. With that, Van and the rest escorted their clients back to the bathhouse.
All in a day's work.
Reward deposited.
We did it. So supposedly the story will advance now. So, Okeanos. Shard activation rate plus 20%. That's actually pretty cool. I like that one. All A-ring fishes caught. Sweet. The 1000 was not meant to be on that screen, apparently. Still don't know how we have not raised all 32 types of holocores to level 5. We're missing 2 and I have no idea where they are. If I had to guess, Burgard is going to show up in the finale, and he will have one of them. No idea where the other one's going to be. Can't wait to edit the photo I got of Magna Garvels. Flower here, sparkle there. Oh man, our followers are going to go wild when they see it. I'll make sure to forward all the comments to you guys too. Grandpa went back to his store already. Man, I'm still so jittery. I don't think I'll ever stop thinking about that fish. Maybe I should catch something to work out all this energy. Seriously, good job today. I still can't believe you managed to catch the fish of legend. Still wish we could have caught it ourselves, though. Alright, let's get back to training. I'm sure we could find some other legendary fish to catch.
Why such a stick in the mud?
We can actually
Off we
go
go.
to the depth. It just takes you right back to town.
Then let's head over.
Alright, this is where the final thing is, but, okay. So we will continue the story when we head back there. This is more important.
Lucia Patisserie.
Oh, well, if it isn't Van. I appreciate you taking all taking the time to visit, but I'm afraid I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. No worries, we're here on business today anyway. You guys sent out a 4SPG action for Arcade Solutions help, right? We came to lend a hand. Does that mean you're the Spriggan everyone's been talking about? What a surprise! I think it was you this whole time. Well, thankfully, you caught me at the perfect moment. Your request mentioned something about the Eat a Sweets contest, right? Sounds like a pretty big deal. Listen up, Fairy. The Eat a Sweets contest is more than just a big deal. It's a test of will that features the most celebrated patissiers in the capital. It may only be held every once in a blue moon, but it's an event that defines the future of each and every confectionery in the capital. Andalusia was the winner of last year's contest, which means they're practically a shoo-in for this year's too. I see. You keep track of all their contests, huh? I'd expect nothing less from the Professor of Sweets. Up until last year, the event was sponsored by the Quincy Company. Many of the participants were from the East and Central East, so the judges had ample opportunity to act with prejudice. That won't happen again. Hard to believe they're holding such a historic event at Armis of all places. Sorry, I must have forgotten to mention it to you. As last year's winner, we were consulted as to where the contest should be held. And as you may know, we are also in charge of providing the sweets for Armis's cafeteria. We try to set up a booth at their school festival every year. Due to it overlapping with the contest this year, I suggested we might as well hold the contest at Armis. The school readily agreed to the proposal, of course. I even had my own seal of approval. However, we recently been made aware of a few complications. That's why we issued a 4SPG. Alright, makes sense to me. So, what did the participants decide to bail? What, did all the participants decide to bail or something? Well, you see, apparently all the patissiers other than Holland have fallen horribly ill. At the same time? That's impossible. Well, usually before we hold the contest proper, we have qualifying competition in order to determine who will be participating. Of course, that meant we all had to taste every entered dish, and it just so happened that one of our contestants decided to use a rather rare spice. Due to an unfortunate combination of ingredients, the result was mass food poisoning. And because everyone was unaware of this combination, they were all unlucky enough to fall victim to it. You've got to be kidding me. Almost sounds like it could have been a terrorist attack. Simply hearing the word terrorist has me on edge. Didn't something similar happen in Longport? Yeah, somebody infused their dish with their tacos with LSD. Yes, the LSD taco stream, I remember that. There's no need to worry. After conducting a thorough investigation, the police have concluded it was indeed an accident. Yeah, haven't sensed anything fishy on my end either. Guess that makes things a little better. Thankfully, my symptoms were very light compared to the others. But the rest had no choice but to withdraw. Both said they were unwilling to participate if they weren't in top form. It would be a shame to call the whole thing off, however. Instead, we thought we could perhaps bend the rules a bit. We're hoping to attract more participants and we open registration to the general public. Given such strange circumstances, we figured we might also rename the competition to the Armis Sweets Contest. However, we're still unable to decide who to recruit for participation, and the contest is just around the corner. So, what you're saying is as long as Holland's not the only competitor, everything else should fall into place. Still, convincing someone to join a competition on such short notice is going to be a hell of a task. Well, I'm sure we must know someone that'd be willing. We have to know someone. World of Sweets is at stake here. Alright, we're on the case. Are you sure? Thank you so much, Van. Honestly, I think you might be doing him a favor, not the other way around. But anyway, as a member of Aramis Student Council myself, I'll do everything I can to help. Guess our policy of only taking serious requests got thrown out the window, huh? Rules don't matter when there's sweets involved. Well, I suppose it's decided. Could you tell us how many participants you'd like to recruit? If possible, 4 would be ideal. 4, huh? You know just who to call on then. Is one of those people the owner of Montmar? You got that right. He'll probably grumble the whole way here, though. But I'm also thinking of asking the shopkeeper at the Liberal Boutique. That makes sense. She did used to work as a maid over in Bose, after all. I believe she's been helping set up the festival recently. We should be able to find her somewhere around the school. A maid? I bet she'll be great at baking. Then, for our 3rd participant, we should see if the woman in charge of Longport's... We could talk to the woman in charge of Longport's life Foundian. Said she'd be in the capital day, right? Yeah, something like that. Or she got a stall over by Aramis front gate. I have a feeling we can expect some good stuff from her. She sounds perfect. But do we have any ideas on who the 4th participant should be? Can I make a suggestion? There's someone I've been hoping to meet for a while now. I believe I saw him in a magazine once, and I've been curious ever since. His name is Dune from the Centre Marché. Oh, I know him. He's from Gateau de Dune, right? I'm sure he'll be thrilled to get an invitation like this. Your enthusiasm for the culinary arts never ceases to amaze, Van. However, I've heard he's closed shop for the moment. Might have to search around for him. No problem. I have a feeling I know where to look. Heard he used to run around with some gangs, so I'm sure he's still in contact with a few of his old buddies. If we sniff around the usual hangouts, we'll find the guy in no time. I see. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look. Well, if you don't mind going out of your way, I'd certainly appreciate it. Guess that makes 4. If we can get them all to agree, then it'll be a case closed. Yeah, we should get moving. Here's hoping you find only success.
Time to start working.
So we'll just go to Lilia last.
And after that,
Spring already.
Did we miss these people? I think we did. Oh, if it isn't Aaron, the rest of Arkwright Solutions. Thanks again for all your support back in Longport. Live Bufonian, right? Never expected to see you in the capital. Yeah, what are the chances? So, how exactly are you in the capital? That's my skills, of course. I want to see how far my Kowloon Hotel training can take me, whether it'll let me sink or swim with the capital's foodie scene. So I figured I could use the school festival as a little test. I'm sure you'll have people falling all over you in no time, Melchin. I mean, I don't think anyone can resist your cooking. Well, sounds like your sister's got faith in you at least. I'll probably grab a bite later if that's alright. See you then. Of course, you won't regret it. The capital won't know what hit them when they taste my sister's cooking. She's the best chef in Longport after all. Now I think about it.
Well,
Isn't there a new recipe we can make? If I want to improve my skills as a chef, I need to challenge myself by working in different environments, so that I can make a dish that everyone can enjoy. Well, anyway, students' opinions will be the stepping stones of my success.
what can I get for you?
You don't have anything new. That's a shame.
Thanks a bunch.
Topic.
got a question for you.
Is that really what happened? How terrible. I'd like to give you all a hand, but I'm not so sure it'd be alright for someone from Longport to participate. You should be fine. I mean, I was the one who recommended you anyway. Yeah, sweet shouldn't be a problem for the former Pei Shuji of Kowloon Hotel, right? That's for sure. My sister's gonna sweep the competition. Oh, you. Well, if you really think I can be of help, I'll gladly do my part. Thanks. We'll see you at the contest then.
Spring already. Time sure flies, doesn't it?
Guess we'll just go to the Blacklight District and do that one.
Off we go.
Is Bexon the other one? Yeah, this guy's Bexon.
Let me ask you something.
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. We got plenty of time. What, are you freaking kidding me? The Eat a Sweets contest is a battlefield every participant worth his salt tries to work his way into. There's no way someone like me should be taking part. My technique's just not up to it. He's taking this more seriously than I expected. Look, I understand how you feel. But you've been doing pretty well, don't you think? The Toadai Dune was even showcased in a magazine recently. I mean, sure, but... Listen, if we don't find enough participants, the event's gonna suffer a huge setback. Just think of it as a lucky break, yeah? And couldn't this be your chance to scope out the competition? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Well, I guess you're right. Alright, you got me. I'll just have to throw my best at him. I'd also be able to brush on my skills in the meantime. Sounds good. We'll see you at the competition then. Old Town Art
Then let's
Solutions
head over.
to make some foods. Here it is. Made by Swin. Okay.
Well, I can try.
Good thing we bought that healthy liquor.
Alright, it's done.
Thanks for the grub.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out where we missed food, if we missed any, considering we're able to see where all the new shops are. More than likely, there's probably like something else we're gonna get over the next few days, right? After all, the festival goes on for 3 whole days. 3 whole days of this. Pretty sure that comic rules will pull it. Oh yeah, that whole thing. We're here to topic him.
Let me ask you something.
That's what happened, huh? Sounds like some real bad luck. You know that contest of theirs is only for the best of the best in the business, right? I think you believe my skills are up to par. As much as I appreciate the thought, I really don't think it's the sort of place the owner of a simple bistro belongs. Listen, I get what you're trying to say, but the way things are now, the contest isn't even gonna happen this year. There's just not enough participants. What if I put it like this? Those girls of yours found out you got to take place in such a prestigious competition, standing among the very best in the industry. Don't you think they'd be proud? Right where it hurts. Maybe it's my own personal bias speaking, but I'm a really big fan of all the food you make. I think it'd be a great addition to the contest. Yeah, me too. You sure are making it hard to refuse. Taking on such a big job so suddenly would really put me in a bind, though. I know Yume's been looking forward to this festival for a while now, so I guess I don't mind doing it for her. Alright, you can count me in. Something tells me he's way more excited than he looks. Great, we'll see you at the contest then. And now we have to go to the Arbor District. And we get a thing happen. Huh? What's with all the commotion? It sounds like it's coming from the front gate. Did something happen? We should go check it out. Though something tells me this will be a real pain. Oh, the president's here.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry to surprise you like this. I was just making a quick stop to partake in the festivities. I was curious to see what my alma mater had in store this year. The students have chosen a different approach this time around. Well, don't mind me. I hope you all are enjoying yourselves.
Holy crap, it's really him. President Gramhart sure knows how to work up a crowd. I didn't realize he was an Artemis alumnus. Who knew my new school was so prestigious? Huh? I never told me he was going to stop by. Wait, now I think about it, Aaron was hinting at something earlier. Was this it? Yeah, and Yamai mentioned something. Looks like Renee pulling over on me again. Well, what do you want to do? Want to go talk to him? I don't care either way. Perhaps I would have been more inclined if he bothered to tell me he was coming. Your call. Didn't realize she was in her rebellious phase. Well, I guess you don't have that much more time to kill. You need to be meeting up with everyone else pretty soon. Some characters have moved elsewhere, and their conversation topics have changed. Choosing to meet up with everyone for the travel menu will end free time and cause the main story to advance. As a result, all quests, connection events, and other sub-events will disappear. Oh, people have moved? Meaning we get to talk to people again? Oh boy, let's go finish our side quest first.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
She would be in the maid cafe, which I think is on the second or third floor.
Our booth is open. Please stop on by.
It's the other side of the building. Fine.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball game.
I heard they're going to have a live performance.
Your
To
inputs are
any
doing so well.
daring challengers out there, we've got prizes that are up for grabs. Why not give it a try?
Okay, topic.
Let me ask you something.
You don't have enough participants for your contest. Well, I'd be more than happy to help you all. That was easy. Kinda figured it'd take a little more convincing. As a proprietor of the Liberal Boutique, I simply have no reason to refuse. After all, it would make for a wonderful opportunity to introduce others to the flavors of Liberal. I'm sure my experience as a maid will do much to aid me as well. With your permission, I would be honored to take the chance to show everyone my skill. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing what you can make. Great. See you later then. Looks like we rounded up all the participants. Let's go report back to Andalusia. Fast travel.
Then let's head over.
Looks like most of the movement around only happened at Aramis.
Welcome to
Good.
Andalusia Patisserie.
Hey, we're back. And we managed to get all 4 participants. Really? It would appear they've arrived just in time for introductions. Yeah, I came like you told me to. I must say, this is quite the lineup. Excellent. First off, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on such a sudden request. Aren't you the owner of Montmar? And you're the one from that restaurant over in Longport. Oh, and you're that patissier Mr. Holland's been raving about. I think you even convinced the proprietor of La Burle Boutique to join as well. I have no doubt this will be a competition for the ages. I know we're only filling in for the big leagues, but I'll make sure to give it my all. Yes, I shall do my utmost to succeed. This is going to be one hell of a contest, that's for sure. I heartily agree. Well, since we're running out of time, why don't we get started on the preparations? We'll be distributing the materials to each of you. I'll be. Oh, before I forget, Margaret Solutions, once again, I thank you for all your help. The event will begin shortly, so please see your way to the designated location. Roger that. Van going to Sweets Heaven. Following a quick debriefing session and a short rehearsal, preparations were made to begin the event. Once everyone was ready, the curtains were finally raised on the Aramis Sweets contest. My apologies for keeping you all waiting. Welcome once more to the Battle of the Patissiers, the Edith Sweets contest. This time, however, we plan to present to you a new version of our competition, the Aramis Sweets contest. Oh, you made it. Yeah, just barely. I heard that Grandpa's gonna be making some sweets. I'm super excited to taste them. You're right, he is. Let's make sure to cheer him on. I'm sure Victor will have no issue winning the judges over. Thanks for giving me a heads up about the contest starting, Agnes. I'm ready to report. And sorry you had to remind me to do my job. Got a little distracted by all the booths. That's alright. I'm just glad you made it in time. And now, without further ado, allow me to introduce the first round of our contest. Our beginning theme will be a sweet fit for students. Those judging our contest this time will be a few Aramis students, as well as some recent alumni. Well, as both the former Student Council President and representative of the graduates, I'll do all that I can to act as a strict and impartial judge. Well, I'm just glad to be here. But don't worry, I take the quality of my sweets super seriously. I'll make sure to judge them well. I look forward to seeing what everyone decides to make. I honestly don't really know much about sweets though. Not sure why I was chosen for all this. Why don't you just quit then? That way I can give everyone perfect scores. I'm sure that'll give my transcript a boost. What the heck are you mumbling about? But certainly seems excited. Oh man, I wanted to be a judge too. Yeah, wish you would have asked me. No kidding. Mel's just making me hungry. 2 contestants with the highest scores in the first round were in the right to participate in our finals. And with that, let us proceed to introducing the contestants and their desserts. What do they got? First, coming all the way from the world to share with us its flavors, we have Lila. Hello everyone, it's wonderful to meet you. The dish I prepared today is my flowery gelato. It uses the essence of one of Liberal's edible flowers to create a fragrant and sweet treat. Please enjoy. Made from the burl, huh? Never expected someone like that to be participating. The judges gorged themselves on gelato. This is delicious, and the floral scent is simply remarkable. Oh, you're right, and the texture's great too. It's not to mention how light the aftertaste is. The aroma isn't overpowering either. Yeah, I guess it's alright. The ingredients seem to balance each other out pretty well. Honestly, you could probably serve this at some high-class restaurant. Not so confident. Has she been a judge before? Although the flavor is indeed rather elegant, it's likely to prove displeasing to those who find the scent of flowers unappealing. He's being the tough judge. Well, there you have it. Let's continue with our next contestant. His shop spent its fair share of time in the spotlight recently. Please welcome the owner of Coteau de Dune. I'm really not used to this kind of attention, man, but anyway, let me introduce you to what I cooked up for you all. Here's my orange peel cannelle. It's a recipe I'm pretty proud of. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into these things, so you brats better enjoy them. The judges chowed down on the cannelle. Oh my, the outside itself is so crispy, but the inside is light and airy. And the bits of orange peel add so much flavor. The elasticity of the dough is simply perfect. I feel like I could eat thousands of them. The cannelle's things got kind of strange shape, honestly, but I guess it's alright. Should probably be a little sweeter, though. The fact that it's not is one of its strong points. He's trying to, like, add a little bit of balance wherever it's needed. I see what he's going for. Alright, let's move on to our next contestant. I'm sure all you gourmets out there know just who this bistro legend is. He's Victor, owner of Montmartre Bistro in Old Town. Nice, looks like it's Victor's turn. Good luck, Grandpa. Is that my Yume I hear? This one's for you, Princess. Well, cough. Anyway, here's my caramel pudding. It's flat. It may look simple, but I'll have you know I made this with only the most quality of ingredients. I hope it's to your liking. The judges pigged out on the caramel pudding. The caramel flavor is so gentle, it's amazing. And the pudding's so soft too. If we had this at our cafeteria, I'd eat it every day. I never had had caramel pudding this rich before. It's sweet, but somehow still fresh and unique. I've been to Montmartre a bunch. This pudding's my favorite thing on their menu. Can't argue with that. I try to get some every time I stop by. It's a pretty classic dessert. So he isn't trying to balance things out. What is his angle with his inner comment? Now, let's continue. Our fourth and final contestant is all the rage in Longport. She's the owner of Lai Fufandian, the one and only Mei Xin. It's a pleasure. I'm hoping to share a special treat with you all today. This is my Emerald Manteau. Both the dough and sauce are made from an original blend of black tea. However, the inside may still be a bit hot. Be careful when taking a bite. My stomach's growling. You got this, Mei Xin. The judges munched on a bit of Manteau. I never tasted anything like this, so this is a delicacy from the East. It's so warm and tasty, the flavor's really addictive too. Black tea and dough, huh? It's a pretty interesting combination. I'm sure you have to have years of experience to make something this good. The taste is a little unusual, but it's far from bad. I'm sure this could be pretty popular outside the East too. That's what I was going to say. It's not only delicious, it's also unique. I think they'd sell really well if you opened a store here in the capital. It looks like the evaluations have all been tallied. I'll now proceed to announce the results of the first round. The 2 contestants that will advance to the finals are Victor and Nation. Great job, Grandpa. Thank you very much. Damn, it was a shot in the dark, but I still got my hopes up. Guess I really do have to work on my technique. Well, I suppose allowing everyone to have a little taste of the world was enough for me. So those are the results, huh? Really put their backs into making all that. We sure did. Still having to stand by while they ate it all was torture. I should have asked them to make me one of the judges. Well, it certainly looks like you all are enjoying yourselves. Yeah, but I kind of wish I could get a few tastes of those treats. I figured that's what you'd say. And that's why I thought of another way to offer my thanks for your help. No way, you can't mean he's a judge in the finals. And now we've come to our final round. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Holland, the beloved owner of Andalusia and last year's contest winner. He'll be participating with our contestants. And last but not least, allow me to introduce our new judges. That's an interesting lineup. What a wide-ranging selection. Our first judge, he helps from the shadows but can be lured out with a sweet treat or two, Van Arkride. Damn, I'm gonna end up owning Holland big time for this, aren't I? You got this, Van. I don't think I've ever seen him so happy. I'm sure he'll want a picture of this. Next on a roster, she's short, cute, and the very definition of calming influence, Miss Toa. Is that really what people think of me? I hope she manages to enjoy herself for once. She's always working so hard. I had a feeling Gotti was going to be here, if they're talking about an interesting array. Our third judge is a very special guest from the world of Orbital Film. He's a celebrated director you all know and love, Director Gotti. And also in attendance is the woman who received the Best Actress Award at the Arbezlas Film Festival, Nina Fenley. You sure picked an interesting group to judge all this. This'll be a hell of a contest, no doubt. Yes, I agree, and personally I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone makes. Didn't expect to see those two here. How come they get to judge and I don't? And finally, we managed to procure a last-minute edition all the way from the Basel Institute of Science. He's the mastermind behind such inventions as the T-phone and a fair number of other contributions to society as well, Professor Cronkite. Using a contest to determine superiority in the culinary art seems a bit strange in my opinion. Taste differs from individual to individual. Yang's as critical as ever, I see. Now let's proceed to the main event. The theme for this final round is classic confections. Let's see what our contestants have cooked up. First up is our former champion and the proprietor of Andalusia, Mr. Holland. It seems I have the honor of going first today. Since the theme is classic confections, I've prepared a tried and true creation of mine, possibly my most masterful to date. Behold, the pistachio string soiree. Must be planning on adding it to their menu. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Holland's always coming up with new desserts. The judges partook in the cake, savoring its elegant flavors. Wow, the pistachios really got a full-bodied taste. The acidity of the berries mixed with the sweetness of the chocolate? Yeah, this is a pretty solid combo. Honestly, it sort of reminds me of the time I spent here at Artemis. Bittersweet memories of spring. Well, I think Mr. Arkwright said everything that needs saying. I suppose if I were to add anything myself, I'd say it's really rich yet light on the tongue. I certainly wouldn't mind having seconds. This cake is crazy delicious. Someone remind me to call this guy for catering later. Both the taste and texture are great quality too. I can tell a lot of passion went into making this. All the flavors have achieved a sensible harmony. I believe it would pair rather nicely with coffee. Yeah, Yang has his priorities in order. Next up, we have Victor of Montmar. Oh, I'll admit it's a bit tough following such a celebrated professional. Well, anyway, I prepared my homemade tart tat for you all. Both my daughter and granddaughter grew up eating this. It's a pretty popular dessert in our household. Hey, we've had that before. Yeah, I remember it being really good. Starting to crave some myself. The judges tried a few bites of the tart, reveling in the taste. Whew, I don't even know where to start. Isn't this cheating, Victor? You already had my taste buds in a chokehold. Caramelized apples are simply delectable. The pastry itself is crispy but slightly moist as well. I can tell plenty of attention was paid into perfecting every detail. Oh, a single bite reminds you of a warm and welcoming family. Yes, it most definitely does. However, it still manages to taste like a luxurious dessert. Delicious doesn't even begin to describe it. I suppose it's not terrible. You can tell the chef took great care in selecting his ingredients. I'm sure Esmer and Catra would find the taste compelling. And finally, we have our final contestant, Lifufanian's Meishin. I thought long and hard about what classic confection meant to me, and I came up with this. It's a special pudding made so it doesn't stick to the plate. Your chopsticks, or even your teeth. I call it Snowfall Sanbazan. I developed it while I was still working at Kowloon Hotel. I've never seen this version before. I wonder how it tastes. I'm excited to see their reactions. The judges sampled some of the pudding, attempting to identify the new flavors. The egg seems creamier than usual. It really melts in your mouth too. This is way different from other sanbazan I've had. I've never seen this before, but it tastes great. I think the white egg yolk really earns the spotlight here. You can tell the chef really excels in Eastern technique. She must be a true master of her skill. It's a work of art. This is a really one-of-a-kind taste. I'm so glad I was able to try such a delicacy. The mixture of ingredients has created a rather unique taste. Perhaps the field of cooking does have depth after all. Well, those were all the sweets we prepared for today. Judges, if you would, please write down the dish you feel is best out of all three. They all look so delicious. Yeah, and Van had such a way of describing them. I almost started drooling from listening to him. You're right, he seemed really passionate about them all. He'd probably make a killing as a gourmet reporter. I'm so excited. What do you think Van's gonna choose? They're all pretty freaking good. It'll be hard to pick just one. But since this is a contest and all, I have to make a choice. Andalusia's Pistachio Spring Soiree, Victor's Homemade Tarte Tatin, and Meishin Snowball's Sanbazan. Which one should I vote for? Alright, I'm gonna give my my opinion. I don't like pistachio. And I have no idea what Sanbazan is. Alright, I made my choice. Welcome back, Ben. What are you doing over here? Aren't you still one of the judges? Yeah, but I already turned in my vote. It'd be fine to watch the announcement from here. Thank you all for your patience, everyone. It's now time for the final results to be revealed. After a fierce battle, the crown goes to Montmar's Homemade Tarte Tatin. Oh hey, that's the one I voted for. Guess you really do have great taste. Your confection made me feel like I was in some heartwarming family drama. Yes, your tart was very delicious. You could tell just how much love went into making it. Well, I'm quite pleased to hear that. By all means, feel free to stop by our bistro when you'd like. Congratulations. I suppose I'll just have to work even harder to match up to you. I'm actually feeling a little inspired by all this. I'll be sure to improve my technique once I return to Longport. And as for our grand prize, the winner will receive 1 year's supply of the highest quality fruit and eggs sourced all the way from Ored. To thank them for their hard work, the other 2 contestants received the rewards as well. And with that, the Aramis Sweets contest came to a close after finding roaring success. Although Van and the others took a moment to talk with Yume and Victor. They all eventually split up to enjoy the rest of the festival. That was a really great contest. Yes, you two did wonderful work. Well, we certainly couldn't have done it without your help. I have to say I'm quite impressed that you managed to bring together so many talented chefs on such short notice. I'd like to thank you again for all the hard work you've done. I'll make sure to deposit the payment as promised. Sounds good to me. Well, I think I've had my fill of the school festival for now. Don't you think it's a little early to head back? There's still a lot of places we haven't seen. We should try and take a look around. Alright. After you.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
Law plus. Hey, completed all quests. Hyperion. CP plus 10 when recovering allies. So, what you're telling me is that we put it on Katra, and then he can CP battery himself.
Switching to maintenance mode. Hey, that's a single element slot. Skills updated.
Okay. All the side quests are done. We have hit our maximum Gray Law Chaos, which I don't really think came into play in this game, thinking about it. Maybe it'll come into play later. We have so many people to talk to. I guess we should head outside and get started, shouldn't we? One floor at a time.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Oh, Lyle, you should have told me you had a girlfriend. Girlfriend? No, she knows just a friend. Sorry, she could be a bit of an airhead sometimes. I see. She had me worried for a second. I know we're not dating, but I suppose there are worse things to be mistaken for. Oh, she's adorable, Lyle. I'm so happy for you. A girlfriend? That means I'll finally have an older sister. My brother's awesome. No, Mom, it's not like that. Huh? What are you two doing here? I thought I told you not to come. Sorry, Curtis, we just couldn't help ourselves. I couldn't resist the idea of seeing you have fun for once. You see, your mother and I decided to follow our hearts this time. Live without regret, so to speak. It's important to focus on your happiness, after all. Don't make it sound all noble. You're just indulging yourselves. Can't even imagine what Kasara would say if she saw us right now. Anyway, go home, would you? You had your fill. What are you talking about? The festival's just started. That's right. We still have to see the show you're putting on, Curtis. Oh, I'm so excited. These two are so stubborn. I'm doomed. Doomed. Please, I'm begging you, just go home already. I'm only here to help out with the student council. I'm not even in any of the shows. Are you two listening to me? Our Curtis has grown into a fine young man. But with the help of Aramis, he'll mature into an even finer adult. Remind me to greet the faculty later, and ask for a tour of the campus. Curtis has been staying late to help with the festival ever since school started. I'm positive he's involved in all sorts of events, and I'll make sure to see all of them. Now I think about it. There's nobody out front and nobody over there. Let's head back to Old Town real quick.
Off we go.
Oh, they have all their new stuff. Yay. Never exactly claimed our desserts were made for winning competitions or anything, but... well, I'll admit seeing them get a little recognition for once was pretty nice. Maybe I'll think about tweaking their recipes in the future. Pinch more sugar here, a dash of vanilla there. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with, Victor. Sounds like the contest got them all excited. Guess I was right on the money. Pudding de Montmar was added to the menu. Red Dragon Mapo Tofu added. A Brill Star Rice Omelette. Armis 09 Festival Platter.
What's on the menu?
Homemade tarte tatin. Make.
Take care out there. Pick something already.
The meals we have already made, of course.
Take care out there.
Love me a sugar rush.
Yeah, we gotta check with all of the other things.
Off we go.
I'm pretty sure the Orange Canal was his own thing. Arma Sweets contest. I actually had a pretty good time. It was nice to hear everyone be so candid about my stuff. Gave me a lot to think on. Alright, I'll get to work on a new cannelli recipe as soon as I get back. Just you wait, this will be my tastiest yet. So then we go to the Arbor District.
Let's
to
roll,
Andalusia.
gang.
And we have 2 new recipes. And some dialogue, I'm sure. I was rather intrigued by the list of people you asked to participate. I can't help being curious about the kind of food they usually make. I know this all started because of a freak accident, but I'm glad we were able to make the most of this contest all the same.
What would you like?
Pistachio Spring Soiree.
Come again.
Phew, looks like we finally finished dismantling everything. Thanks for all your hard work, everyone. Bye. I'm so glad everyone enjoyed themselves. I'm so glad they were able to hold the sweets contest. The Pistachio Swing Soiree. I bought a slice as soon as it was available. It was so delicious. I think I'll buy the whole cake next time. Okay. Then you have your new thing. There we go. That contest was so much fun. Thank you for inviting me. My culinary focus has always been Eastern cuisine, but this gave me a chance to experience other forms of gastronomy. I'll admit I still got a ways to go, but I will improve my dessert making skills.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
Another couple
Love me
dishes
a sugar
consumed.
rush. Love me a sugar rush.
Ooh. All dishes sampled. We did it. Evasion and arts evasion plus 50. I guess I should blip people to see if they have any updated dialogue.
Gonna eat something?
Oh, he doesn't have any new dialogue about catching the legendary fish.
Oh, what a coincidence. Please, have a look around.
We will start on the first floor here. Okay, Armis, window shopping squad, roll out. We're gonna window shop till we drop. Once we festered every booth with our mirror-pinching ways, my conquest of the festival will be complete. And I will laugh triumphantly from the rooftop, and the vanquished shall bow down to their new grand ruler.
Volunteers from the sports club
Our
have
maniacal
set up some
plans
food
make
stalls
sense
in
to
the
you
courtyard,
and you alone.
As well as a one-on-one
How about this,
basketball
Nadia? Instead of doing something completely nonsensical, why don't we just go on a normal date?
to any
You're such a
daring
killjoy
challengers
ass.
out
Can
there.
you just
We've
loosen
got
up for once in
prizes
your...
that are up for grabs. Why not give it a try?
Wait, did you just... There are a lot of two-person events here. In fact, there are almost too many. And I have my suspicions as to who's behind that. But hey, I'm not complaining. Works out well for us, don't you think? Now, let's get out there and show everyone we have the strongest bond in the whole wide world. Come on, let's go. Okay. We've been staring off the space for a while now. Something wrong? Not really, but if you'd like to know what's on my mind, I've just been thinking I don't have to try and be a replacement for Ace anymore. Oh, I see. What'd I do? Ace is acting really, really weird. Nadia, calm down. Now's not the time to be panicking. You're right. It's just a date with S. I'm going on a date with... my mind's gone totally blank. I don't know what to do. Well, you can always let Swin take the lead. Just leave everything to him.
Do you have what it takes
Oh,
to oust our
all right.
resident game master?
I didn't expect her to be so at a loss when she's finally being pursued, given all the flirting she's done with them. She's so adorable.
Alrighty.
I was thinking if there's anything new. There was quite a bit of dialogue. I wasn't sure if they would do it twice. I'm so happy Daddy feels the same way I do. I hate to decide what route we want to take to the festival. Didn't we already talked to them before? With my little girl, yeah. Oh, maybe they had some other dialogue or something, I don't know. I'm really happy the three of us spend time as a family together. I'm a lover of art, so I've really been looking forward to the festival. Here they have a good many paintings and sculptures on display, so maybe the three of us can go take a look later.
and a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
They really went all out this year.
Do you
Huh,
have
not
what it
bad.
takes to oust our
Looks like the
resident
people
game
here have done
master?
some research on
Then
Eastern
I invite
cuisine.
you to come by and try
And the
our
results are pretty good. You should give this stuff a try, Van. Indeed, I think you'll find it to your liking. I drink Eastern tea from time to time. This particular blend is exceptional. I should very much like to know how it was brewed. The atmosphere is quite enchanting. I'd stay here the rest of the day if I could. Hey, Shizuna, is it true some of the students reached out to you for feedback on their booths? Yep. Though all I did is give them a few pointers after looking at the prototypes. When she heard some of us were being called in as advisors, she decided she wanted in too. Bet the students were giddy as could be to hear Divine Blade singing praises about their tea. You know, it just hit me how weird it is seeing you guys hang out together. How'd this even happen anyway? Well, when I dropped by, Shizuna waved and mentioned me to come on over. So I sat down and we just started chatting about Eastern foods and tourist spots over tea. Oh, that sounds nice. Speaking of tourist spots, there's no better place to visit than Long Line Springtime. The sight of trees in full bloom can't be beat. Though the view of the nearby river with all the little petals resting on top is a close second. I love fishing there during that time. That sounds lovely. I've been to Long Line more than a few times for film premieres, but I don't think I've ever been there during the spring. Its beauty is astounding. I only wish we were able to bring some of that vitality back to the wastelands. Me and the gang went to Long Line last year, but we didn't get to fully enjoy it. Things were a little hectic. Wouldn't mind going back for some actual R&R sometime. Ooh, take me with you. I can give you a full tour of the place, and we can cap it off with another duel in the Ishgal Mountains. And why the hell do you think I'd want to do that? You make a real shit tour guide, you know that?
Volunteers from the sports club have set up some food stalls in the courtyard.
We first
as
met in
well
the
as a
fall of last
one-on-one
year, right?
basketball game.
Haven't crossed paths any time since. I think fate's sending us a message. Oh, and speaking of Long Line, I'm pretty familiar with the Ishgal Mountains, so next time you're there, I'll be happy to give you the grand tour. The view from the summit is breathtaking. There's some wild veggies off the beaten path that you've gotta try. Pass. Not much of a mountain climber, sorry. Besides, what makes you think I'd go along with you on this hypothetical trip of yours? Speaking of Long Line, I heard Judith went there in secret and then ran into you and your group. You didn't tell me all the details, but it sounded like quite a bit happened. Though she was there with all of you, I'm sure she had a good time. The school festival is certainly entertaining, but the students put no small amount of effort into it. By the way, I heard that Katra, Esmeralda, and even Cronkite are here today. Perhaps I'll meet up with them once I finish my tea. Nothing new there. Cassim? I've been thinking a lot about what you said back in Longport, and well, I don't think I've quite figured out the answer just yet. But I know I'll eventually, and I will find a path that's true to my flame. Very good. One must be prudent when deciding the course of their life. Now that you have found your center, I have no doubt you will one day arrive at the answer you are searching for. Right. You're doing great, Fairy. He most certainly is. Now then, I suggest we set aside the more serious matters and focus on enjoying the festival. Shall we find something to eat? You already have something to eat. Heck yeah, I hardly ever get to spend time with you bunch, so let's see some smiles. Sure, I'll smile like the best of them. Thanks for that. You too, Maribel. That goes for you too, Cassim. Don't forget that you promised to spend the whole day with me. We're definitely playing Grid Hackers and the Quiz King tournament after this back-to-back. Barry and Rosetta will be coming with, of course. That sound like a plan? You ask as if I had any choice in the matter. Not that I will object, mind you. I intend to keep the promise I made. You're even more animated than usual, Mirabelle. I will gladly accept your invitation. I always enjoy spending time with you. Really glad Fairy and Cassim got a chance to talk things over. Yeah, me too. Phew, glad I got that off my chest. I want to keep searching for the best way to be true to my inner flame. Oh, but for right now, I'm just gonna focus on enjoying the festival. I'm super jealous of Agnes. I mean, she gets to eat this delicious food every day. Talk about living the high life. It's not very often I get the chance to enjoy leisurely conversations like this. Earlier, we even had an opportunity to take in all the sights of the festival together. Mirabelle and Mr. Alpha had been acting a bit peculiar, however. If what I suspect is true, then I will happily cheer them on. Both Rosette and Mirabelle have informed me that you all served as advisors for the festival. I'm not very familiar with these sorts of events, but it looks like it all came together nicely.
Classroom in the left wing.
Well, all I did was offer a little advice anyway. Did you have something else you wanted to tell me? It's just, as your former teacher, something struck me as off. However, it doesn't seem you're in need of my words at the moment. This guy always manages to see right through me. Does that mean... I know Kasim has a pretty sour look on his face, but I can tell he's glad to see how much Fairy's improving. The siblings have been reunited once more, and me and my best friend are along for the ride. It'll be a waste if we don't have a blast with it. Gotta seize the moment, you know? Interesting. The reporter and a couple people of import. Whoops. Catch you at a bad time, Ariel? Oh, hi, Van. Not at all. I was just sitting down with Fawn and Professor Cronkite here to ask a few questions. You certainly caught me by surprise. One moment I was wandering the hallways, the next I'm face to face with her.
Thank you for coming to the first
I made it known that I turned down all impromptu interviews, but this young lady refused to listen. Sorry if I was a little forceful, but I promise I'll make it worth your while. This story's gonna be one for the ages. So, Mr. Liu, going forward, do you believe sustainability is going to be key to maintaining a healthy economy in Calvert? Without a doubt. Our reliance on orbital power is far preferable to that of fossil fuels. It is indisputably more energy efficient and environmentally friendly. It's a double-edged sword, however, given that the supply of septium is unfortunately finite. There is also the matter of the desertification in the east, for which the cause still eludes us. That is why I want us to redirect our focus toward optimizing energy networks in our cities rather than relying solely on natural resources. I truly believe that smart grids are the future. Oh, right, Professor Hamilton touched on all this during her speech at the symposium the other day. He stressed the importance of new advancements in the orbital network and AI technology. Let me jot down all this real quick. This is related to the world's sustainable development goals, right? Sounds like her articles about what we can anticipate in the future. Man, she's really been coming into her own, huh? I think I'll give it a read when she's done. I was wanting to ask Professor Cronkite about what we can expect with the T-phone going forward. I was curious about possible future iterations, but that was a dead end. Sounds like he jumped off the project after the initial launch. Still, he gave me a few things to chew on. Future's looking brighter than ever. There are limits to what Heioi can do if we remain slaves to tradition. That's precisely why we're making a list of all the stagnant ideas that we best discard. Sao has cast the die, so the time for us to move forward is now. With Ashen's assistance, I intend to do everything within my power and influence to reform our organization. On the subject of trimming the fat, the Vern Company underwent some executive restructuring in the aftermath of Towson's dismissal. While not altogether uncommon, there exists a proclivity to make resource cuts, even if said measures result in the crippling of innovation. Perhaps there may exist a means of restoring some of those employees on a conditional basis, mind you. Yeah, I gotta love when companies make a shit ton of profit and then they just cut a crap ton of people. Microsoft. Nothing new.
Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy Festival. You need your coffee fix? Look no further. This festival is an annual tradition that preserves the principles that Aramis.
There are a few things I would describe as out of this world, but the flavor of the Beryllian tea is a notable exception. It has a distinct aroma as well. It's been brewed in a traditional manner. Oh my, you must be quite the tea expert, Elaine. Heard as you helped out some with this booth. I also heard you gave the people running it some Quincy Bell snacks. Well, is that all true? Indeed it is. The Quincy Parlor manager was kind enough to provide them when I inquired about it. I was wondering how they got a hold of those. I suppose it makes sense. Yes, despite all that happened with the company, you're still a daughter of the Eclair family. It's hard for me to think of you as anything other than the Indomitable Beauty's blade, so I forget you're a member of the elite sometimes. Oh goodness, that came out all wrong. Please, don't take that the wrong way. It's fine, don't worry. Even I don't really think of myself as a member of the old nobility. I'm far more interested in these lovely Liberillian treats that Lila graciously prepared for us. Liberil is the kingdom in the southwestern part of the continent, right? It always seemed so far away, but now that Lila has brought a little piece of her home, it feels so much closer. I almost want to go down there on a vacation sometime. Ooh, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sure there's many great things to see there. Diplomatic relations with the Empire and Crossbill have been smoothed over, so we could go there anytime. That sounds like it'd be a great experience for you two. Nice to see Elaine let her hair down for a change. Hina's awfully excited about the upcoming performance. In fact, I'd say she's a little antsy. She's at the auditorium as we speak. Not that I blame her for being excited, of course. I'm looking forward to taking the stage as well. Speaking of which, I should make my way over there soon. There are a few last-minute checks I'd like to perform. I think this is the first time we've had a chance to chat like this since the party last year. I don't have many friends as I'm always cooped up in the lab. That's why getting to hang out with you all makes me so happy. I'd like to spend time with Rosette and Najee too. I think I'll go look for them later.
Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy
I don't often have the
Festival.
chances with Sara and Esmeralda, but they're definitely a fun pair to chat with. It's interesting to learn about fields outside my own line of work. Male customer. That Central Eastern girl kind of reminds me of another girl I saw in a movie recently. You know, I think I actually saw Judith and Nina around here too. Armis's festival must really be something to attract all these stars. The girls at that table are total babes. Wish I could work up the courage to talk to them. And my tonsils are killing me. Talking too much. It's amazing to think about how far the three of us have come. Getting emotional just thinking about it. We used to play together a lot back when we were little. Before I moved, I mean. But that was always doing something ridiculous. You and I had our hands full trying to keep her in check. Funny, that's not how I remembered it. As I recall, you were the only one of us who was fretting up a storm. And sometimes even cried your little eyes out. I did not. Okay, fine, there were times I did a little. Anyway, it's all ancient history now. I'll have you know I've grown quite a bit since then. True, you both have. But that is much more attentive than she used to be. And you've grown into someone who can always be dependent upon in a pinch, Albert. You say that like you haven't done the most maturing out of all of us. Ever since we met up at Aramis, how do I put this? I guess it's like you've always been taking steps forward little by little. After you picked up that part-time job last year, you've catapulted forward at blinding speeds and become a beacon for us all. Really? Surely you're exaggerating. No way, I mean, look at Albert. He's been anxious around you all year. He knows he's gonna have to haul butt if he wants to get elected. You don't have to remind me. I'm not anxious around her. I'll be rooting for you, Albert. Thanks. Yeesh. Youth sure is wasted on the young, that's for sure. During last year's festival, we were all just fledglings first years, so we got to wander around without a care in the world. Oh, to be blissfully ignorant. Past me had no idea what she'd be in for a year later. Preparing for the festival was certainly a challenge, but I'd say it was worth it. I wouldn't trade the days we spent on it for the world. I agree with you there. There was a lot I learned throughout the process thanks to Ren. I learned there's absolutely no way I can measure up to her. Talk about a tough act to follow. Yeah, Ren is Ren is one of a kind. Ah, there you are, Nate. If I'm not mistaken, you received the call from HQ, correct? For your sake, I hope you didn't ignore it. Oh, wait, hold the phone, Inspector. I'm really sorry. It's just that my girlfriend and I have literally just got back together. I understand that some important people are here at the festival, and I know the school asked for more security detail, but... Huh? You're going to abandon me? No, never mind. It's okay, Nate. Duty calls. I understand how demanding your job is. Sigh. Just a moment. I'll take care of the security detail. You can stay. You mean it? Are you feeling under the weather, Inspector? It's not like you to be so generous. Don't worry. I won't be making a habit of it, I assure you. Consider this my thanks for all the hard work you've been putting in lately. I'll contact HQ and let them know I'm taking over. Enjoy your date. Enjoy your date, Detective. Thank you, Inspector. You don't know how much this means to me. I promise I'll pay you back tenfold for this. I want to thank you too. I really, really appreciate it. The stare. The inspector said he had plans with his family. I really hate to put him out like this. But days like this don't come often, and I'd be dumb as bricks to pass up his generosity. I really want to try and be more understanding of Nate's work situation in the future. That said, I know I would have been really disappointed if he had to go right now. Good on his boss for letting him stay. I knew Nate's relationship with his girlfriend was strained. I hadn't planned on butting in, but I think the situation called for it this time. We're normally expected to respond whenever we're called upon. Just this once, I'll cover for him. What a good boss.
Volunteers from
Oh, thank goodness we're almost done with the building. Then we only have to do all of outside. Honestly, I'm a little surprised he made the time to come here given how busy he is right now. He's supposed to be fully booked this evening, right? Maybe he just wanted to take a break before his schedule gets crazy. Oh no, the guy who's always running his mouth suddenly went quiet. That means something's wrong, doesn't it? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just thinking is all. As much as I hate to admit it, that man is a master politician for good and for ill. Not every politician takes the time to be out among the people like this. It's not hard to see how he's won over the hearts of everyone. He got into office by coating his campaign with honeyed words and false promises. All he wanted was power. He doesn't care for the good of the people or the Republic like Rocksmith and my father did. Cody. But I did learn something from all this. Ramhart's prepared to carry the weight of this nation on his shoulders, and he's more than capable of doing so. I don't know where he found the impetus to take on such an arduous task, but I do know whatever reasons he had for becoming the president, they damn sure weren't shallow. There's something about him that still terrifies me, but I'm willing to admit he might be the leader our country needs right now. I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth. His true goals remain shrouded in mystery, but I feel like I can say with confidence that he isn't like Rocksmith or the Blood and Iron Chancellor. I don't know what direction he's steering this country, but no matter what course we take, we'll have to see it through, write it aside. Yeah, that's exactly what I intend to do. For the record, that wasn't a confession of admiration. The only president I'll ever admire is Rocksmith, and don't you ever forget that. Oh, don't worry, you made that virtually impossible. Though, they still remember what happened during the coup d'etat. Those two sure put us through the ringer back then. Oh well, we got through it in one piece at the end of the day. All's well that ends well.
This festival is an annual tradition.
The president will be here in the student council office for the duration of the stay at the festival. His time here is limited though, so if you have any business with him, now's the time. He's a very busy man, as you're no doubt aware. Oh, it's you. If you'd like to go in there, you're more than welcome to. The president seems eager to speak with you. I gotta say, the president has more in common with Osborne than he does with Rocksmith. I'll tell you what. Oh, there's some voices coming from inside there. I think it's Ren and Miss Matilda and Miss Toa by the sounds of it. I hear Dad too. You don't have to go in there if you don't want to. Now we may as well since we're already here. And Kincaid. You've changed quite a bit. But you know what they say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm beginning to believe I'll always be the naive student I used to be in your eyes, Miss Matilda. Oh, hi Agnes. Hello, Mr. Arkwright. Ah, you're finally here. Let me put on some more tea for you. Oh no, that's okay. You don't have to do that. Well, I shouldn't be leaving the nurse's office empty too long, so I'd better be going. Please, take your time and enjoy yourselves. I wish you all the best, Mr. President. Thank you. Please, take care of yourself. I didn't realize you knew Miss Matilda. She's been on faculty since my days at this academy. She's helped me a great deal during that time of my life. I assume same could be said for you and Mr. Kincaid, yes? Indeed. She's been something of an advisor to the student council for a very long time. Oh, she was also a bit of a caretaker for a certain problem child whose antics caused the poor woman no end of undue stress. Is that so? I can easily picture that. Yeah, I'll admit I was a bit of a trouble. Hey, wait. You want to talk? You cause her a lot of headaches yourself. And I bet Ren did too. Anyway, what brings you here today, Mr. President? The last time we spoke, Oh. Don't worry, Agnes. I've known all about you and your dad since before I came to the Republic. I also remember what happened back then. Oh, you did? I'm guessing the same goes for you, Mr. Prez. Correct. I remember everything that happened quite clearly. By the way, I also heard about your exploits with the Garden Master from Kincaid. Part of the reason I came here today was to thank you in person. Even if that coup d'etat ultimately didn't come to fruition, the fact remains that you saved the capital, and dispelled the shadows of our past that would have no doubt consumed our present. Oh. Wish I could take all the credit, but I can't. Had a bit of help with that. I trust the items that were passed down to my daughter from my mother-in-law proved useful in that situation. If so, then as your father and his family, I'd like to express just how grateful I am. Dad. Well, if you really are so grateful, then how about you show it by giving me some... Of course, considering it never happened and cannot be disclosed to the public, I'm afraid I am unable to provide you with any rumination. A damn mirror-pinching cheapskate. Why must you always be so difficult, Dad? We jest. We prepared a small reward. This is where having a secret reserve fund comes in handy. It isn't much, so I suggest you keep him on a short leash. Otherwise, he'll spend it all in one place. Understood. Will do. No, won't do. You not trust my daughter, Mr. Arkwright? Is her work performance not satisfactory? Oh, and if memory serves, when you visited our home at the end of last year, you only stayed for a slice of cake, then left in quite a huff. We should arrange a time where we can sit and talk frankly man to man. Perhaps we could book a sauna session. Yo, you're into saunas? Wait, no, I don't want... Hey, what the hell are you doing with your cipher, Renee? Why, I'm simply putting in a reservation at a private sauna that opened recently. I don't remember saying I agreed to this. Try not to let them get to you, Van. Well, at least we were able to shift the conversation away from the subject of the Genesees. Agreed. And anyway, I feel a little more at ease now. I guess he really is a father at heart. Although I can't help but be a little worried about where things will go from here. Yeah, she does have a bit of a thing with knowing people who have dads that are in positions of power. Me too. That plan of his, whatever it entails, has been progressing for the past 2 years now. We still know very little about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes an announcement about it before long. End of game thing, perhaps? Afterwards, Van left the student council office and resumed his rounds with Agnes. Additional connection point been added. Yay. I forgot to mention earlier, but that tea was really good. Why, thank you. I guess it was worth breaking out the special blend. Of course, I'd be remiss not to provide the best tea we have while the president is visiting.
Thank you for coming to the
This is
first
all
day of
part
the
and
Arms
parcel of
Academy
being the student
Festival.
council president. But that's not the only reason you're here, right?
This
Naturally, I have a few personal matters to discuss as an advisor to the ZCF and a negotiator for the Epstein Foundation. Yeesh. Epstein. You've got a finger in every pie in the market, don't you? Yeah, she does. I came over because I heard my name called on the PA system. I didn't realize it was because the president wanted to speak with me. Oh, right. You were working on the quiz competition just now, weren't you? You must have a lot on your plate. It's alright. I wanted to say hello at some point anyway. We had a really interesting conversation about NGOs and Thors. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Unofficial? They sound awfully chummy. Are you going to be performing in the special performance later on, yes? Yes, I am. My role's rather small, though. Ah, is that so? I'd hoped I'd be able to stay for the whole thing, but unfortunately my schedule's a bit packed this evening. I apologize, but I'll likely have to leave partway through. Dad? It's okay, I know you're busy. I'm just happy that you were willing to make the attempt. Do your best out there, okay?
Thank you for
I will.
coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy Festival.
I may have to leave partway through this evening's performance, but I do at least plan to attend.
Is an
I
annual
wonder if
tradition
it'll be even
that
more interesting than the
preserves
one they put on 8
principles
years
of
ago.
Aramis, the founder
You
of
saw
our
that?
academy.
Well, only a recording. I must say it had quite the impact. The story of the Calvardian Revolution. Have any plans to write a sequel?
So please
Not
enjoy.
really. It was more of a one-off kind of thing, you know? This guy's something else. Now you have two choices. A dry sauna or a steam sauna. Which would you like me to book? Of course, if Mr. President has a preference, that will be given priority. Wait, you were serious about the reservation? Nah, no, I jest. Though, you will still be given your due compensation. Many factors are playing against us, but the fact remains that we failed to nip the coup in the bud. You may think of it as remuneration for helping pinpoint cracks in our defenses. Sigh. Why do I feel like you guys are turning me into your personal test monkey? Oh well, ain't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. So, if she is here, who is manning the quiz room?
A card battle tournament is being held in a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
I have no idea who this is. Most likely they would get Toa back whenever you do the thing. Was there anybody else on the top floor? Nobody in the art room. Alright, we have to go outside now. Bust through the door. Oh, there's so many people. There's also somebody down there that I missed.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy
Oh.
Festival.
To think that young man I knew would grow up to become the Republic's president. I suppose it does make sense, however. He always managed to stand out amongst his peers, even back then. Okay, that's all we missed.
A card battle tournament is being
Okay.
held in a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
What's the time currently? I'm getting pretty tired.
Do you have what it takes to
It's
oust
12:03.
our resident Game Master? Then I invite
What's next?
I guess we'll figure out which one to do last. Next time.
by and try your luck.
Yeah. 99 hours. Alright. We will finish the conversations next time and continue on with the story. And see if we have to go through another day of conversations. Hopefully not. Until next time, have a good night.
Alrighty.